Oh, there we go. That should work now. No, no, no. I have it recorded. I have it recorded. We're fine. We are fine. I swear the fuck I am live. I am live. I am live. I'm looking at it right now. I'm re-watching the stream. I'm live. I have it recorded. We're fine. Fuck the intro. Let's get into this. Okay. Okay, I've decided who's going first today. Because we don't want to have any early character deaths, just to introduce you guys to the system. What's your Hollow's name again? Bubblegum, that's you. What's your Hollow's name? Zylopo. Okay, alright, let me write this down. Okay. Zylopo, we will be starting with you on the outskirts of Katakura Town. Now tell me, I need to know. Please, before I start doing my thing. Do you live inside of Katakura Town somewhere? Or do you stalk the forest like most Hollows? I know just where you'll start then. So. The Night of Nights. If you were wondering, dear viewers, when exactly this campaign starts, it's right in the lore chat. We are starting March 1st, 2047. 10 o'clock at night. So, we see a beautiful starry sky in front of us. Clouds dotting it here and there like rivers on a map, spreading across in all directions. An unknown and untamed sky with an untamed world below it as we pan down. The camera sees a familiar sight, but somewhat changed by time. Katakura Town. Well, one could call it Katakura City now. The landscape of 1970s traditional Japanese houses has been rut back by skyscrapers and large towers and buildings advertising offices and neon signs everywhere. 2047 and the surrounding years after 2020 have not been kind to Katakura Town, not at all. But within that time, things have changed for the better. As we see familiar locations, a high school, a hospital, a clinic here and there dotted across the place, we zoom into one place in particular. A building. A single building with something lurking on top. Katakura Town is almost like a circular shape with a river running straight through it. And on top of one of the large buildings near the center of the city is you. Please, describe your character. Introduce them to everyone. A hollow. Truly. Yes, he is actually, I believe, a small size, as you said. Yes. So to give you guys a comparison, a human that is about 5 feet tall is considered a medium creature. So this guy's around 3 feet long, without the tail. So, a newly born hollow. Truly a thing of beauty, one could say. The opportunities it has in a world uncaring and unfeeling are truly beautiful. If it's got the instinct for it, that is. And tonight of all nights, you find yourself on top of this skyscraper. The skyscraper reads alongside it, Yoko Food Durami, which means basically Yoko's Food Emporium, by what I've been able to look up in the language it's in, which is in Dutch. I hope I got that right. Atop this skyscraper, you survey the area. What do you do? Your senses flare up. You can feel there's a lot in the area. People here, people there, humans stalking the place. What are you looking for? What do you do? Are you looking for quality prey, or are you just looking for anything? Anything at all, you say? Well, do I have one for you? Let's see how deep into this rabbit hole you'll go, shall we? Isolated as in there's no one around, or isolated as in there's no one that can protect them around? Got it. So, I'll give you a bargain. How about 3? Your senses spread out across Katakura town. Why did I just get small? Oh, whatever. Your senses spread out across Katakura town as you can feel something. The perfect triple threat for your lovely dinner. 3 people. A woman with her 2 children sitting at a bus stop near the outskirts of town. Completely alone. The bus won't be there for a long time, and the last bus comes at 12. So they're completely isolated for another 2 hours. Perfect prey for a hollow. But there's another. You turn your attention into the city itself. Near a playground, you can sense a man picking up garbage. He's completely alone. No one watches him on the street, but a streetlight is above him. And then there's another. A woman far away in the forest of Katakura town, in a cave. You can sense her. She's looking for something. Curious. An explorer, perhaps? A backpacker? Either way, you've got your choice of meals here. Which one do you choose? Yes, you go there. Taking flight, as all hollows may be able to do, hopefully, eventually, at level 10 specifically. You fly. Like I said, the outskirts of Katakura town. Katakura town is basically shaped like a big circle with a river running straight through it. There's a half moon shape in the center of this circle, which is the residential area. Everything in the center is a big sort of department area where all the buildings are. And then the other side of that half moon shape is basically an area closing into the sea where all of the sort of wealthier people live, and then that goes down to a hospital and such and such. The Katakura High, if you're wondering, is in the southern side of Katakura town. And Katakura Mountain is in the northern side. So, flight. It's quite the advantageous thing. Swooping through the skies on this dark, cloudy night. You find them pretty easy. Surrounding them is a small forest outside of Katakura town. They wait and wait for the bus, all cuddled up for warmth on this somewhat cold March night. The children are asleep, but the mother is vigilantly awake. Ah, my God! What is that thing? Sorry, your 2 characters fused on my overlay because she used the full image. Sorry. Let me move you up and increase your size. Let me fix that for you. There. Is that good? All right. So, it's fine. It's too late. We already adjusted. So, how do you approach this? They're in a bus station, so the back of them and the sides of them are protected by glass, plexiglass, but it's in the middle of nowhere, and there is a street light above them as well. Well, other than that, they're pretty much in the middle of the forest. What do you do? Wounded cat. Alright, please make me a Ayo. Please make me a deception roll. Let me make some dice rolls over here to see if any of them are aware of you. Holy shit. Holy shit. One of them is actually spiritually aware enough to hear you. 11? Alright, so roll it in chat. Oh, you did. 11. Oh yeah, you guys are level 1, sorry. I was about to say, what'd you get, like 130? No, okay, yeah. 11. Sorry, I'm used to DMing this campaign in late game. Oh my. God damn it, the audience cannot hear you guys somehow. No, don't say anything. Good thing someone told me about this early. How the hell can they not hear you? Hold on, give me because no one's fucking watching. Nobody's fucking watching. But that's weird. It's a recording on OBS for me because I'm recording my desktop audio through this, right? Hold on, give me 1 sec. Let me mute Discord real quick and see. Now they can't do anything. Huh. That's weird. That is certainly strange. The others cannot hear you. I wonder if it's something that I'm not doing correctly. No, that is probably not the solution. That is certainly not the solution. That is certainly not the solution. That's not the problem. That is not the issue. It's just the stream can't hear. Okay, I'm recording on desktop. Really? Why is that?
Yeah, that was really funny.
Monitor
I kind of
and
distracted
output.
myself with me and Cam talking about 2-sentence horror stories.
Ah, mother. Sorry for my unprofessionalism, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies.
No, you're fine. It happens to everyone. Happens to the best of us.
I have very big fingers and very big hands, and
Same.
I didn't realize that I had pushed the enter key on my numpad, which mutes desktop audio and allows me to monitor it for testing purposes.
Hi, Zendifer. Welcome back. It's nice
I did
to
not
see you
realize.
again.
Sorry for the unprofessionalism. Hopefully everyone can hear them. If anyone's in chat right now and you can hear them, please do.
Do we start screaming now?
Yeah, no. This is supposed to be a peaceful time.
Sorry, I'm
TLDR.
about to kill like 3
Hi,
people. I don't know
Xandifer.
if there's anything peaceful about that.
Yep, it's working. Okay. Yeah. So
In the
hollow
game, right?
hunting prey.
In the game, right?
Hopefully, there's no one near our friend right now. So,
My mom's here.
Where was I? Hold on. Let me. Okay.
I would never hurt my mom,
Run,
but my
man,
brother's here.
run!
Okay. That completely just threw me off so hard. I forgot to put input and then output. So, back to it. One of them hears you.
What?
One of the
Only one
children
person?
hears you. Yes.
Oh. I thought you meant in stream. I thought you meant the
that's it too.
stream. Literally one person in your audience heard us and nobody else can somehow.
No. That would be super weird. That'd be super weird. No. One of the people hears you at the bus stop. Not like one person in the audience, and everybody else is just quiet.
Okay, got you.
So, one of them hears you. The rest seem to be silent to you. But one of them does hear you pretty well. One of the kids, specifically a young boy, he's probably about 13-ish, opens his eyes and looks around. And he stands up. And his mother looks at him confused. And from your calls, you can't quite hear exactly what they say, but you can probably sum it up what they're saying. She's probably saying, "What's wrong?" And you hear this boy say something. "I think there's a dying lion in the forest."
I mean, fair enough. I did not roll that high. Is it fair enough? I didn't roll that high. Well, I mean...
No, that was in character. That was in character.
Oh.
And he kind of listens in to you yelling. And he raises a baseball bat.
Uh-oh.
And says, "I hope it's nothing bad." "Don't worry," the mother says, responding to him with a shaky voice, but clearly stealing her courage. "The glass will protect us if anything runs at us, so we just gotta watch out for it."
Glass. Really? Sure. Sure. I guess a supernatural demon, sure.
So, they've been put on edge, but they think you're just an animal. This can be useful. Animals can't run people down with wings. Well, usually they can't. Hopefully. Depending on where you are, of course. If you're in Australia, I'm assuming you do that every day. But, that aside, what do you do?
He's the only one that heard me? Do I know that?
Seemingly, the other two seem to not be able to hear you. The other child, a little girl, probably about, maybe a bit younger than the boy, maybe about 14, 15-ish, is still just dead asleep, and you were loud enough to be heard. The mother seemingly can't hear you, but the boy can. At least the mother can hear you, but very quietly. The boy, however, can, as he rolled the highest on his AP. So,
Can I slither just into his view? Do a little slither and, like, limp forward with one of my wings looking like it's dead?
that would be
Like
that would be a stealth and then a deception roll, but yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh boy, first rolls of the campaign here, it was a deception roll.
Ooh, my stealth is good, though. Oh, well, I gotta click on that, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 10.
14. No, yes, 14. For stealth.
14. Well, they are on edge, so they are able to make perception rolls, but I have a horrible feeling it won't matter, considering you got a 14 and they have a +1.
What's
Damn.
with the tens?
That's unfortunate.
What's my deception at? What the fuck are you, deception? There you are.
It's
11.
Rip. 11. Okay. Welcome to one of my campaigns where you roll the same damn thing over and over again. So,
Or, you make a lot of money because of the rolls.
Which is also comical. You know what? My other players would hate to make a lot of money, but you guys appreciate it. I love you guys. That's why you gotta die. So, the kid is both of them are fooled, right? The mother doesn't even see you. The kid, he says, "Oh, it's a dying eagle."
Well, close enough.
He says, pointing at you. The mother kind of looks and says, "Honey, there's nothing there." She squints. There is actually something. Hold on. Stay here. I'm gonna go check it out.
Trying to move Lily to be just right.
She pulls out a taser. And starts to move. Do you know what kind of tasers are legal in Japan?
No, can't say I do. But I'm sure they're not fun.
They are not. So, the no taser is fun. Usually low velocity tasers are the illegal ones. So she pulls out a taser and slowly starts creeping towards you. She says, "What is it?" "Hey," she says, 30 feet from you. "Hey. You dead? Eagle, hello?"
Make a little pathetic woo sound.
A woo sound. A woo sound.
Woo. She flips open her phone and says, "I should probably call the animal. Isn't there a park near us? Maybe it's from the park." She says, dialing
As soon as
the
she's
number.
distracted with her phone, I would like to lunge forward, wrap my like slinky body around her neck, and bite.
All right, roll me a grapple roll.
Yeah.
Damn.
What's my modifier for that?
You can either use athletics or acrobatics.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay, but with my acrobatics, it's 17.
17.
Yeah.
All right, she got a 14. You grapple her. At this point, the kids start screaming. The kid wakes the other kid up and they start screaming and they start running across the road. Make your attack roll against her as you have her grappled.
Okay.
Just roll a 1d20 plus your attack modifier. And it is...
Does bite have a modifier? It just says 4.
It's strength plus your proficiency, and your proficiency is 2. So what's your strength modifier? What is it?
Plus 3.
So 5. 5 in total. 10. 10 is what you needed to hit her, so do your damage. We're learning today, folks.
Wait, look at my damage. Oh, it's 4 plus 2d12, right? Is that what that says?
It's one. It would be for you. It would be 1d10 plus 2d12 plus 4, because you get your extra damage on top of everything.
1d10. That's funny.
Yeah, 1d10 on top of everything. You could actually throw. You could throw a spoon at someone, and it would still do your d10 damage.
So it's 4 plus 2d12 plus 1d10.
Yes. Probably don't even have to roll, unless you roll really poorly.
Wait.
Okay, stop. You don't need to roll anymore. She's dead.
She's fucking dead!
She has 8 hit points. So...
She's like double dead. Good God.
So you do as hollows do, and rip her apart. We get a good scene of the demonstration of what happens when a human comes in contact with a hollow. She begins melting away. Literally, a human body melts away at the touch of a hollow most of the time, and that is exactly what happens here. They melt away into a dust of acid as you consume their soul. Please. Actually, I'll do it myself. You gain 10 experience points. Congratulations. Unfortunately, something is up. As
something is of the up.
Pull the woman's arm off and her body begins to disappear to nothing, you do notice something unfortunate. The phone line is live.
And
Also, your other prey is getting away.
well, yeah, I was gonna go after them next.
All right, go ahead, my friend.
After the bat boy, just gonna fucking strike out at him.
Roll initiative.
Fly forward. Bit.
Roll initiative. Dexterity.
It's +2.
Oh, damn, you might lose.
Wait, no!
He rolled really well. Damn. Not above a 10 on a d20 today, folks.
Yeah, 50-50 chance of winning, and you did it.
Okay. To be fair, he rolled a 14. So this human gets ready. His fight or flight instincts go into overdrive, and as his unarmed sister runs away, he pulls up the bat he has. This is like a wooden baseball bat, and he is ready to fight you. He goes first here. He holds his action, staring at you, ready to swing at you. So I'll explain holding actions now. When your turn comes around, it's kind of like 3.5e. You can hold your action and take your action at a different moment in time. Specifically, you can make one attack through this, or do something you would normally be able to do on your action, but you do not get multi-attack through this. So, he holds his action ready to swing at you. And that's his turn. What do you do?
I'm gonna fake him out, and I'm gonna go for his sister.
All right, yeah, you can absolutely fly over him and get to her. Do you want to make a grapple roll?
Sure.
Go ahead.
I already forgot what that was, though.
Athletics or acrobatics? Wow. She got an 11. Holy shit.
So I think that's an 18, if I remember. Yeah. Wait. Athletics or what?
Athletics or acrobatics, but a 20,
yeah,
you just beat her.
Then.
You just beat her.
Oh, I thought you said I got an 11. So
no,
then I
no.
looked up and I saw I got a nat 20, and I was like, oh, she fucking did.
she got an 11, and just roll your damage. She has 7 hit points, but just roll your damage. You might roll all ones.
Maybe.
Hey, no, she's still dead, even with your modifier.
Yeah,
so, same thing happens. That is your turn. You kind of fly over him, because you have 40-foot movement speed, if you remember. You fly over him,
yes.
Land on his sister, which is 10 feet behind him, and just rip her to pieces. Her body decays to, like acid once again. And that's your turn. He's going to hit you with his baseball bat now.
Okay.
He runs up to you.
I just killed his mom and his sister. That's fair.
He just swings wildly at you. What is your armor class?
12.
12?
Yes.
He hits you by 1. He got a 13.
Ooh.
So let's roll out his damage. A baseball bat counts as a great club. I will roll out his damage in the chat. It probably won't matter because he's only doing 1d8 plus 1. Plus, and this is how we're doing this, everybody. Plus 1. Ah.
I know you could do that. Oh, ha!
I had caps lock on. And this is how we're doing this, everybody. We're going to be.
And you used to make fun of us for messing up our rolls.
Listen, it's been a while, okay? I usually do this on a tablet.
Out of turns table.
The nutmeg is currently doing the thing that she usually does when she wants out of her pen. Her pen is wide open. Damn. I know you're half blind and a little stupid, but come on.
All I can think of is that one video of the dog, like, please let me in, Daddy. Please. Won't you open the door, Daddy?
The door is just open. There's no glass on it. He does
Please
7. He does 7 damage to you. He whacks you in the back with his baseball bat, dented, like chipping off the side of it slightly. And That's his turn. He leaves a big-ass bruise on your back, but that's about it. I know you have more health than that, sadly, but I'm going to try and kill
Yes.
you with this baseball bat. So, what do you do? It's your
How much
turn.
experience points did I get from the little girl? Just so I know.
Same amount. Peasants, which are what these guys are considered, you gain 10.
Where the fuck did I write that down? I know I
Yeah,
did. No, I didn't.
Man, I love starting a campaign like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna do him a nom.
All right. Are you gonna grapple him, or are you just gonna bite him?
Just gonna bite him.
All right, roll an attack roll. If you die to this right now, I give up. I lay down.
I'm gonna be upset if I do. Oh, that wasn't right.
You kill him in basically one shot, so that's a hit. Do your damage.
Yeah. I get the noms.
He has 10 hit points. He might be able to.
We'll find out. Can you do
maybe.
like 2 dice at the same time? So like,
Yep, just
if I
put
write 2
plus.
12 and then, oh, okay,
No spaces, keep in mind.
no spaces. Okay. Hey,
Yeah, he's double dead. So through this, I will explain how death mechanics work in this. Instead of like a death roll, you have 10 negative hit points, and then once you drop below 11 negative hit points, sorry, I stuttered there, you're dead. If you go to 0, you can be revived by healing. If you are lower than 0, say you're at -1, you're unconscious for 1 day. If you're at -9, you're unconscious for 9 days. However, you have done double his hit points, so he's just dead. So, you get 10 more EXP. Congratulations.
I'd like to go back to my skyscraper and sleep off my full tummy.
Well, now hold on.
Except I'm never. Okay.
You sense something.
Oh boy.
You sense something spicy.
Oh.
As you finish your meal, you can feel something moving in the forest. Far away, but still nearby enough for you to notice it. There's something. There's a group of 2 people moving through the forest towards Katakura Mountain, and they smell delicious. You can feel their souls burning in their bodies, but there's some corruption there. There's some kind of strange, otherworldly corruption burning inside of them that makes them taste probably the best thing you've ever had. There's 2 of them, and you can sense them. Their senses, in your senses, they feel like candles, brighter than any other person you've ever felt before. But damn, they smell good. They could be a great snack.
I want to fly through the trees and really stick to the darkness of the trees. Check on them. I don't want to make myself known at all.
You want to make a stealth roll?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Not how we do it.
Alright, now roll another 10.
I've not done yet.
10. It's going to be a 10.
We have a dick.
It is. That's how it works. I control the dice. There you go.
Motherfucker, it was a 10 too.
It's my intergalactic ether. I deceive you with it. So, let me tell you what happens. So, you go. Their passive perception isn't a 14, so they don't see you naturally, but you see some very odd people sticking to the trees and climbing up the trees where you can with your wings and gliding to have an easier time to stay in the darkness. It takes you about 30 minutes, so it's around almost midnight by this time. It's around 11:40, when suddenly you see 2 people hiking up Katakura Mountain. Two very odd people. They're both holding crossguard spears, Japanese-style crossguard spears that are pretty long. The blade itself to these spears has a red, shining, almost ruby tip. These people are wearing all black with black robes and a black bodysuit, similar to what like I would describe. Imagine a Shinigami's normal robe with a black bodysuit underneath, a spandex suit with a hood attached to it, and they have white porcelain masks on with a cracked like bottom half of it, so it only covers up the upper half of their face. The lower half, their jaw and everything, is covered up by a black mask. And they are marching in front of each other, one by one, there's only two of them, up the side of Katakura Mountain with almost like a determined look on their face. And they smell delicious.
Is the mask a hollow mask, or is it just a mask that they bought?
Not a hollow mask. You could tell if they were hollows. They're something else. They feel like humans, though.
None of this strikes me. Will you stop it?
Never.
She's not stopping. I have to remind her door's open.
Bubblegum says, turning around and yelling at her rabbit.
She's half
Quit
blind and
that
stupid,
shit.
right? She needs help sometimes.
Quit that shit. Just imagine the rabbit just thumping against the ground of the cage, not knowing the door is open. Adorable. Yes. You want to level up?
Yeah.
You know what to do.
Yeah, would. Alright, I'll take out the guy in the back. Drive-by. Drive-by bite.
Drive-by bite, you say.
Dive down bite.
You get a sneak attack here, so you roll it with advantages, and you roll 2d20. This is a good chance for me to explain advantage in this campaign. If you have multiple uses of advantage, so if you have advantage twice, you just add a +2 to the roll. 13, and what is your attack modifier? +5?
What's the attack modifier again?
Your strength +2.
Yes, so 5.
+5, that is
18.
That is barely a hit. Do your damage.
Yeah.
So, as you were kind of going through here, they march, and you can kind of hear them, like, one of them, like, starts to say something. One of them says, "You think that gorilla's still following us?" And then you just jump on his face. 27? Whew.
Yeah.
Hooey, he's not down, but he is basically dead. So you jump on his face, and he says, "God, get it off! Get the fuck up!" You can see him, like, he starts swinging wildly with his spear as, well, you have your sneak attack. You also get a surprise round now, because neither of them have alert. Roll initiative now, and we'll have you take your surprise round first. Jesus. No, that's not good. All right. First nat 20 for me in the campaign. Ooh. All right, it goes the dude you just munched the face off of, you, the other guy. Pretty simple initiative. But you still get your surprise round, so do what you want.
Do I roll the attack?
Yes, roll the attack.
Okay.
If you're making an attack roll, go ahead. 9, that is a miss. You miss him.
No.
So, he gets the spear in your mouth and pushes you off of him with the spear and points the spear at you and says, "Must be another one of those damned black hand bastards. Kill this one too. We'll make an example out of it." So, what'd you say?
I dropped something.
Oh. Are you going to do anything else on your surprise round, or are you going to, like, move away?
Disengage.
Disengage. You've already used your action, so you can't quite do that.
Oh, okay, then I can't move away without provoking an opportunity, right?
Yeah, but you only get one opportunity attack because the other one's not in range of you.
It's still one opportunity attack.
You're hollow, it's fine.
Not fine.
You do have HP regen.
Oh yeah, how do?
You have 5. You have 5 HP regen right now, so you're back at full health from your previous injury.
Shit.
I thought you would have
then, yeah, I'll
remembered
just stay
something
where
that
I am.
important. Okay. So this guy says, "For the Dark Lord," he says, swinging the spear down at you, and as he does so, the spear ignites in flames. The ruby red material definitely feels like some kind of otherworldly material. It's not natural. Not only that, you can't sense it. It's spiritual somehow, but you're unable to sense its energy. As he misses you.
Huh.
Yeah, he actually misses you. Okay, you only take 1d4 fire damage.
Oh.
Here we go. You take 1 fire damage.
Yeah.
So he swings the spear at you. The spearhead bursting into flames as it gets close to you. The flames burn you, but he misses you entirely as he holds his guard up. That is it. It's your turn. Next guy goes after you, keep in mind, though. What do you do?
I go for the guy that goes after.
The injured guy?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack roll against him. If you hit him, you're probably going to kill him. Ah, no. He rolled the same thing against you. Unfortunately, no. So you go for like another pouncing attack, but he does the same thing. He jams the other end of the spear up against like your beak and pushes you off of him. And he says, "Stab it to death. What are you doing? Don't just sit there." He says to the other guy as the other guy is going to just charge at you. And actually hits you, unlike his friend. He slams into you with the spear as this guy is going to do actual damage to you. I'll need to caps that, sorry.
Nutmeg.
Plus 5. He does 15 damage to you as he
Holy shit!
stabs into you. The flames burn, but you know what? You notice something. The flames actually cause you a little bit of ecstasy, which is strange.
Weird.
Okay.
Do you remember your HP regeneration when your turn comes back around? You get 5 hit points, so that'll probably try and keep you alive here. Are you even still alive, or are you just dead? How many hit points you got?
No, I'm alive. I got 3 hit points.
All right, hope you keep on to
I
those.
never figured out my hit points, so we'll have to do that later.
Lovely.
Oh, that's easy.
All right.
All right. He's back to the first guy's turn. He, once again, fucking misses you. He rolled a 3.
Ah!
You're gonna die here. So, go on. It's your turn. He tries to stab at you, but he misses you. You get 5 hit points back. You do take... Okay. No, he already activated that, and he doesn't have enough AP to activate the ability again, so you don't take any extra damage. Okay, never mind. Go ahead. Oh, the rhythm we're getting in.
A horrible fight.
Once again, he does the same thing. It seems to work on you pretty well. He jabs you with the back of the spear. You hear something in the forest. There's like the sound of a gorilla, just a noise behind you.
Dad?
I'm gonna fly up to the trees. Run.
Are you sure he will get an opportunity attack on you?
No. I don't know
Now,
what to do.
are you sure?
I don't know what to do! There's a gorilla! Wait. Fuck that, I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't know if gorillas are spiritually aware. Hang on, I gotta go show Nutmeg she can get out. She's being stupid.
I just I feel like we have to start a debate. Could gorillas be spiritually aware?
Well, yeah, animals can be
they're very smart
spiritually aware.
animals.
Animals can be spiritually aware. We see that a dog is spiritually aware in one episode. So yeah, a gorilla can be spiritually aware. Do you want to fight a gorilla?
If it was like a gorilla, if it was a gorilla like Coco, she'd definitely be aware.
Okay, I'm back.
So, Harambe's reincarnation is coming.
Uh-huh.
And these guys, one of them says, "Fuck! It's the Black Hand! We gotta get out of here! Get to the top of the mountain! Get to the fucking shrine!" This guy, the uninjured guy, who's 10 feet away from you, he's gonna run. He's gonna use his movement action to dash up the mountain.
Okay.
The other guy who's within your reach comes back to his turn. He says, shit, trying to keep you at bay with the spear. Shit. He's looking around frantically and he sees something in the distance behind you and he says, "You'll never fucking get me, you dumb bastard!" And he's gonna kill himself.
Can I still eat them?
Well,
So he pulls out a knife and he just whams himself right in the chest as he has 3 hit points left and disembowels himself as he falls to the ground. His soul...
Yes.
Well, hold on, because you do see something new. Something you've never seen before. Below him, something weird happens. As his soul kind of rises from his body, a small doorway, a trap door I would describe it, opens up beneath him. While his body doesn't fall through, as if it just floats on air, multiple chains come out of the trap door, which the trap door is engraved with 2 skeletons. Wrap around his body, and then pull him into the trapdoor itself. The trapdoor is adorned with human blood and hair, as he says nothing as he is dragged into this fiery hellscape below him and disappears.
I see. I understand.
You have a gorilla behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the trees now.
The gorilla says, "Wait! Wait! Hold on! Brother!
I'm gonna go to the nearest tree, but still look down at him like, wait.
So, this gorilla looks a bit weird. First of all, he's massive for a gorilla. 800-pound silverback size. He's got like a mask on. He's got like a hollow mask on made of like porcelain leaves. It looks like he's just hiding in a bush basically on his face. The top of his head is also covered by the mask and looks like he has almost like a mullet. And he has a hole going through the center of his chest, and his fists are like pure blocks of stone. Like they are solid stone. And he holds a hand up to you and says, Brother. It is I. It's safe. Come down.
You've been saved by
who-
Harambe.
What'd you say?
Bookmark died.
I was just saying you've been saved by Harambe.
Oh. Bubblegum, what'd you say?
He just looks down at him, narrows his eyes. I don't know who you are.
Is that the voice of your character?
I tried to boot up voice mod and it didn't work, so.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, this works.
Yeah,
I
because
love
then
it.
it would be even higher.
I love it. I love it. Don't stop doing it. Do it for the rest of the campaign until you evolve. So he says, "Oh, whoa, friend," he says, pointing at the hole. "Friend," he says, raising his shoulder as you can see a black handprint on his shoulder. A black handprint with 6 fingers. And he says, "Friend, do you know what they were doing here?"
He tilts his head, then shakes it.
Oh. Do you need help?
Tilts his head the other way. Help?
Yes. Help.
Why help?
We are one and the same, are we not?
I saw others fighting.
Of course, of course. No need for that. I am civilized. We know not each other, but we can be friends. Help me kill them, and I shall reward you.
I can eat?
Of course, of course.
Can I insight this bitch?
You want to use the bullshit meter? Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. Check my insight. Oh, well. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know shit.
He's probably telling the truth by what you see. He's holding his hands up in a very peaceful way. He seems to also have something around him. You can see through his fur, he has like a satchel on, like a leather satchel with 3 different little packs on it. It itself also has a black handprint with 6 fingers.
He's gonna bob his head like a curious bird. He's... Oh, yeah.
Perfect, perfect. Come on, brother, let's go. We must kill these foul creatures, he says, beginning to run. He runs like the Terminator, is how I describe it. He runs.
Terrifying.
Imagine
a gorilla running at you like the Terminator.
I just imagine it being like, it looks like it's always walking, but somehow catches up to you.
He's gonna follow him, flying above him.
So, you get to something. You get to almost the very peak of Katakura Mountain. You can see most of Katakura Town from up here, especially in your 12 o'clock when this is happening. You can see all the lights of Katakura Town just blinking in the distance. And there's a guy at the top of this cave, same guy that's uninjured with the spear. He's at the back of the cave. The cave only goes in about 10 feet. It's about 20 feet wide. He's at the back of the cave, and you can see he's trying to like start a fire with a flint and steel at the back of the cave. You can see the fire that's coming off this flint and steel is an unnatural red color as he hears you two, and he turns around real quick and pulls out the spear and says, "Get back! Get back!" Would you like?
Just to be an asshole, he's gonna tilt his head and go, "No." Like,
yes,
not gonna go.
bastard.
How dare you?
I just imagine him replying like, "Fair enough. Have a good day."
Would you like to roll initiative?
Fuck yeah!
All right.
Fuck him up, Kyle.
Well, your gorilla friend and your spear wielding man probably don't go first. They rolled really poorly, so just 1d20 plus dexterity. This is how hollows live, by the way, everybody. They are in constant combat. They are constantly killing things. $13. $15. Yeah, you go first. So he holds the spear out and he's ready for you. You can see he's in a defensive stance right now. He's ready for you. What do? He's only 10 feet away from you.
I'm gonna fuck him up with brutal fist. Actually, no. I'm just gonna bite.
You're just gonna bite? You're gonna go up to him and bite? Oh, I've tricked you, because as soon as you get close to him, he activates Polearm Master, and he gets an opportunity attack on you. Oh. He hits you, and you critically fail. First, let's go over the hit first.
Am I at full health again?
Yes, as a minute has passed, so yes. That's the advantage of being a hollow, you see. You're very tanky, unlike our Fullbringer friend here. You take 7 damage. Sorry, plus 5, so 7 plus 5, my apologies. 12. Not 12, god damn it. Hold on, I've got to search for the critical chart. Where is the critical chart? It's in rules and others, I believe. No. Crits, here we go.
The XP I got for killing the other one.
You got, from that, you got 250 XP. If you would have eaten him, you would have gotten more, but doesn't matter.
I tried!
Yeah, I know you did. Oh. We don't actually have the
We get
critical.
for playing
No,
weird
we don't.
food.
So you rolled a natural 1 on an attack roll. Please roll me another just flat d20 plus nothing. Three. Anyone within range of you gets a free melee opportunity attack that is considered an opportunity attack. So he gets another attack roll on you.
Motherfucker! What damage did he do to me initially?
He did 12. Another hit on you.
Fuck. Well, fucky fuck.
Another hit. Ooh. 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 You're getting messed up. Getting messed up.
I am.
I mean, you still got hit points, right?
I got 7.
Well, you might fall unconscious.
Harambe, help me.
Unfortunately, Harambe's hollow ability has nothing to do with protecting people. But luckily enough for you, he's out of AP to do fire damage to you. So, sorry, this one actually has lower. No, this one has... Yeah, this one has lower. He's the spellcaster. 3. So actually you took 11 damage before. My apologies.
Okay.
You take 8 damage.
Well, fuck you, that's exactly it.
So, hold on. I think I fucked up. Yes, I did. Sorry, I thought that. So it's 1d8 plus 1d4 for the first one. So 1d8 plus 1d4, 7 plus 3. You have 1 hit point left because 7 plus 3 equals 10. And then you would be at 8. So yeah, you have 1 hit point left, and you missed your attack, but you're still probably going to die.
No.
Because it's your hollow friend's turn. If he can't stop this guy, he's going to kill you. So your hollow friend will do a slam attack against him using his hollow ability. He needs a 8 to hit this guy. He misses. Ooh. The gorilla runs up, tentacles grow from his forearms, and his fists turn into solid bricks as he slams down, but this guy gets to the side and kind of butts him off with the end of the spear. And he looks at you, and he looks at him. He's going to do some threat evaluation and realize that the gorilla is probably more dangerous. And it's your turn. What do you do? No, sorry, it's not your turn. Sorry, it's his turn. My apologies. For some reason, I thought his opportunity... Because he got 2 attacks, I thought his opportunity attack was his turn. Good thing he has Polearm Master. So he enters a defensive stance with Polearm Master, and he's going to attack the gorilla. And he misses.
Yeah. And very good fights today.
All right.
I'm listening to you guys play, but I'm playing Minecraft at the same time, and I just managed to get 5 diamonds.
Nice. I was wondering what that was about. I thought you were super excited because, you know, your friend's character wasn't dead first session, but all right.
He's okay, I guess.
Yeah, okay, fuck you too.
All right. It's your turn now. So yeah, this guy stabs the gorilla, but the gorilla kind of blocks it with his stony fist. It's your turn. What do you do?
Can I move to flank him?
Flank? It would be difficult, but yes. It'd have to be in a very narrow space. But do you want to get behind him, I'm assuming?
Yeah, for advantage.
Okay. So there is something you actually touch. He does have an object behind him, so you can't actually get behind him. You can't see it, though. So when you kind of crawl along the cave's wall here to get behind this guy, you touch something. There is like an invisible object here that he's got his back to, that he seems to be trying to set on fire. There's like a coffin. There's like a coffin floating midair. that when you touch it, kind of reveals itself in almost like a shattered kind of reddish light. What do? You're unable to flank him. No. It's something,
like
though.
Spiritual wise?
No, you can't actually sense it with your spiritual senses. Similar to his weapon. You can't sense his weapon either, even though it is clearly spiritual.
Can't move away from him. I'll get smacked.
Yes. You do get 5 hit points back, though.
Oh, yay.
You might want to keep track of that. That's a Hollow's main ability right there.
Oh, but I have it down. Let's see.
How's everyone in chat feeling, if anybody's even watching this on my end? How's everyone feeling on everyone else's chat? You guys like the campaign? Bloodshed and murder is usually the theme of this one. Okay, just making sure. Sorry about the random scats at times. I'll just go to the YouTube homepage because I need to make sure I am streaming because I am very, very nervous that I will not be streaming the correct way. That's that. My apologies, everyone.
That's fine. It happens to everyone.
This new technology.
Oh, more diamonds.
Just gonna bite him?
I'm just gonna bite him.
Alright, go ahead. Rolls another nat 1. Oh, no. This is the spellcaster. Yeah, you do actually barely hit this guy. So go ahead. Do your damage. Yeah, you actually kill him. You overkill him by 4 hit points.
Yeah! I had a plan for lurking. I had a contingency plan. Thanks, Condon. Thanks for lurking, and me too. But yeah, I had a contingency plan in case that failed.
What was your contingency plan?
Lucky.
Yeah, Lucky would have really helped.
Like, don't fall for a DM's questions like that. Like, you know, you gotta treat it like the police. Like, you can only answer questions if you're being put under arrest.
I'm not interrogating you guys. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, holy shit. Hold on.
I eat!
You eat him, you eat him. You get more EXP. I don't think you level, but I know you're close. Yeah, you get 500 EXP, so you're at 730 now. You need 900 to level. You're close immediately. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Fear for my life.
And he says, "Well done, brother, well done." He nods. "These foul demons shall never reach the depths of hell again."
He taps the coffin. What this?
Oh. That's a hell shrine. Don't worry about it. It's a gateway to hell.
Oh.
Yeah, not a good place.
He points at it. Can I eat who comes out?
I suppose if you were to post up in this cave, but much more powerful opponents may come, and they may be able to kill you, little one. So I would suggest that you be careful if you stalk this place. There may be a demon that comes out of there.
Oh.
What?
That's bad.
He picks up the man's spear. Here. He reaches into the satchel. A reward for your effort. He pulls out a business card.
More diamonds.
He pulls out a business card. It is a business card with a black 6-fingered hand print on it that says just like a small paragraph of words, and he hands it to you and says, he puts it on your back. He says, "There you go. There you go. Anytime you may need our assistance, don't be afraid to call or find us. Our gracious grand leader is always willing to help other hollows." "Praise Nell," he says, slamming his fist into his chest and standing up straight. What'd it say?
Said Nell.
Yes, Nell. "Now then, I must get these spears back to the Black Hand immediately. Thank you, brother." He walks away. All right, well, You just blink, you're just like, what the fuck was that guy on about?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just looking at him like, was that Harambe?
Was that Harambe? It's 2047, he doesn't even know what Harambe is.
You imply that Harambe will be lost to time?
Yes! I feel like it will be eventually.
Oh, you're speaking heresy. No one will forget Harambe.
Yeah, the memes will outlive us all, I know.
And the memes will never let us forget. You're gonna anger everyone watching.
Alright, Xylo. Yeah, all the one person watching on YouTube. So angry.
It happens.
The fury.
YouTube's a lot harder to get like people to watch live.
Nah, I don't
Just
care.
like,
As long as
why?
somebody's watching it. As long as someone's enjoying this somehow, I don't care. So. Alright, Xylo. What do? You're left in this cave alone with this weird floating box.
Open the
I
box.
leave.
Open
Oh,
the box.
it's the portal to hell. I'm not going in there. You stupid. Now I know that those were sinners. Fuck that shit.
They weren't quite sinners. They were definitely human, but they were wielding magic of hell quite clearly.
Still scared me.
Still scary.
Still scary.
Are you just gonna go?
Baby. He's gonna go back to his skyscraper if I keep this place in mind.
Skulking in the skyscraper once again. You get a random encounter roll. Oh baby, come on. Come on, please. I want a certain random encounter to happen. Okay, what is that? That is on the chart. It's a low chance that you'll meet the NPC I want you to meet. I have to roll an 18, 19, or 20.
Wish I could tell.
No, that's the wrong thing. BG9 comes out of the woodwork and fucking murders you instantly.
What?
It's not a named NPC chart, sadly. No, okay. You do see something, though. So, as you are flying to your skyscraper, you sense a possible another victim. There's another person here. Oh, hold on. I think my cat needs my assistance. And my model's just going to stare at you guys for a second. Hold on.
It was actually the cat that was staring at you.
It's an echo. Yeah. You know, like, yeah.
What?
You know, like, yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
That's such an old meme.
It is.
It is a very old meme, but hey, listen. Nietzsche Joel is an amazing anime, so.
Okay, but when you go, yeah, and I know that you do you do claws or do you do paws?
Claws, of course.
I do the paws.
Okay. Are you guys ready for this shit? This is kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. So, it seems another soul lies anxiously wide awake, my friend. Do you rest on your skyscraper here? Is that enough for you today, or do you going to continue your murder spree across Katakura Town?
Killed 5 people today. Yeah, I'll check out who's here.
There's someone in the forest.
Oh, okay. I'll check them out.
Well, not quite in the forest. It's in a park. But it's surrounded by trees. They've got an eerie kind of swell to them. It's a girl, specifically. It is a girl with... She's kind of short. She's like 4'11", maybe. She has like long black hair and a long black robe on. She's very cutesy
God damn it.
looking. She's humming like a nice little song as she digs a hole in the middle of this park. She is quite tasty smelling. She smells not quite as juicy as those two before, but well juicy as before. Hold on. The cat keeps pulling a ding-dong ditch on me because he'll meow at my door and then just not be there at the front of it. Hold on.
Stanley, what are you
Terrible
doing
idea.
digging holes?
I'm trying to figure my way out because I can't find any coal, and I'm like, this is a terrible
I
idea.
meant in D&D.
You liked it.
I'm not here for your Minecraft. I meant D&D.
I don't know. I
Digging
wasn't sure
holes
if
in
it
the
was Octavia
hardcore.
because I don't think she's very cutesy.
All right.
I mean, she kind of is.
No, she's
Ouch.
goth. She's the step on me goth mommy.
Whoa. What did I come back to? Sorry, Kage wanted in. He was very antsy about it. So,
Wait, get back out. I'm in trouble.
she's simply digging a hole. She doesn't seem to notice you, but she's digging a hole and she buries a small chest in the ground and she says, in like a very, very, very chuckling tone, let's see him deal with that one. She
Well, I
walks
hate
away.
it.
She
Yeah, I don't
walks
think that's
away.
Octavia.
What a sniffy snuff for the chest is.
There's blood inside of it. You can definitely tell that. It smells like iron.
Can I dig it up?
You just gonna dig up the chest?
Yeah,
Yeah, totally.
I know.
They kind of walk away in the distance. You get a good distance from them. And then you kind of dig up the chest. Keep in mind, this isn't like a small park place surrounded by trees somewhere near the outskirts of Katakura town. It's a place children would normally play. There's a small swing set nearby. And you kind of dig it up and open it. There's 3 blood bags in there. It's a small chest about as big around as like a piece of Tupperware that you would normally put soup in. So about 1/2 foot by 1/2 foot. And there's 3 blood bags in there.
Like blood bags, as in like from the hospital blood bags?
Yeah.
Oh. Hi.
That's a good question.
Is there anything special about the blood?
No, it just seems to be blood bags. You know what? There is something very special. It's RN. It's RN positive.
The fuck is RN?
Sorry, RL. RL positive.
I still don't know what that is.
It's a rare blood type.
But why is she burying it?
Man,
And only
context is
RL.
not something I give you often in this campaign.
No, I figured that.
Maybe you should
Can I
write it
take
down.
a blood bag
You just
and
want to take it
follow
with
her?
you?
And
Well-
follow her?
Sure, yeah. So you take one in your mouth. Start creeping.
Yeah.
No, I'm not creeping. I'm gonna ride up on her and be like, "What's this for?"
Oh, holy shit! She says, almost falling over. Oh.
There's just this little thing flying in the air holding a bag of blood.
Oh, it's a hollow. Hey, put
Hi.
that, what the fuck? How do you even speak? Oh, you're sentient. I thought you weren't. Who the fuck are you?
Oh,
Who are you?
hello, Paul.
She like squints at you and she says, okay, odd name. Okay, well, either way, go put that back. I should probably introduce myself. Hello, she says with a bow. My name is Naf. Nice to meet you. I can't believe a hollow's not attacking me. Are
He
you
bobs
okay?
his head like a bird again. That's like his curiosity thing, is he's just bobs his head.
Could you?
do with this?
Oh, that's my blood.
Why, Barry?
Oh, I'm fertilizing a bush.
Why you sound so evil?
Oh, because I am.
He blinks.
What kind of bush?
Berry bush. Yeah, one of the best bushes.
Is it evil?
Well, depends on what you mean by evil. If you mean cholesterol and diabetes, absolutely it is the most evil thing in the world. But if you mean sweet and delicious berries, no, it's not evil at all. It produces the most beautiful and delectable berries you've ever seen in your life. Hey, I've got a suggestion for you. You should eat some high school students.
Just blinks. This hollow's making a friend.
You should like that high school. Oh boy, let me tell you something about that high school. Delicious. They're everywhere in there. Powerful people you could really get your hands on and dig your teeth into, metaphorically or literally, depending on your word.
What, you?
Me? Oh, I'm just a soul. Kind of. I'm just a soul. Don't worry about it. But listen, little guy. Your name's pretty odd, but I'll tell you, I like you. You're kind of cute. You know what you should do? You should take that blood for yourself and put it somewhere. You'll love it.
What'd it do?
Nothing really. It's just the blood. But let me tell you, blood is an important thing. It bonds people together, like family or dead people. Anyways, little guy, I've got to go. I am a very, 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 very busy girl. So I love meeting you. Goodbye.
See you again?
Hopefully, she says with a evil smile.
Okay.
He's gonna take his blood and just fly away. It's his now.
All right. So yeah, you fly away. Where do you put this stuff? Do you have like a nest somewhere?
It's like in the corner of the skyscraper.
So on like
He's got his meager belongings there in a blanket, and it's just his spot.
On this like the top of this massive like skyscraper for this food company, you've got like this tiny little nest. What I imagine is just like a bunch of crap, and then you put the blood bags in there. Great.
The blood bag he's gonna put like a couple feet away, just in case.
What, do you think it's gonna explode and kill you?
I don't know. She doesn't seem weird about it. Just because he thinks he made a new friend, he's still cautious.
New friends are great. I love friends. Anyways, so the world is beautiful. I'm assuming you take a rest.
Dude, your door is open! Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's gonna go sleepies.
The night passes without incident. Let me make a random encounter roll real quick. That was actually a really cool random encounter. I got a 19 on the initial roll, so it was on a pretty cool chart. Nothing happens the next morning. As the sun eventually comes up, but something does happen earlier that night. We're going to swing over to our other character now. Don't worry, Zylo. We might come back to you. It depends on if this one dies or not.
Fair enough.
Jelly! Get in here!
Yeah.
Jelly!
There ain't no time to waste. Instagram rests for no man, woman, or child.
That's right. So I've heard.
How delectable. 3 people are watching. I'm so fucking happy they're all about to see you perish. Maybe. So.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
You can see her character there with her full brain active on the side. That is what she looks like. Oh, let me make it real big for you. This is what they look like. Jelly, would you kindly speak?
Would you like me to speak or would you like Octavia to speak? Because I'll wait until I'm actually in character to speak in Octavia's voice. But hi. I'm Jelly. I'm playing Octavia de la Cruz. De la
Much-
Cruz.
Much easier
De
name
la
to remember.
Cruz.
So, let me tell
You
you a
can just call her
story.
Via for short.
How about V? That works. Listen, my friend. Listen to my little story I've got for you. Katakura Town, City of Dreams. Sorry, I got this one confused with a different campaign. Katakura Town. Depressing as fuck. So. Sorry, I have trouble containing my evil laughter. So. If you remember correctly, your character had come a long way to visit Japan and see all the sights and sounds, but especially make content. That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Content. And, speaking of content, there is a place in Katakura Town. You've traveled quite a ways. Now tell me, I need to know. Did you get off in Katakura Airport and come straight here, or did you get off in like Tokyo and come here after a while? Have you been exploring Japan previously, or is this your first stop?
That's a good question. I'm gonna roll for it.
All right.
I'm gonna say it's like I'm gonna do like a 1d3 to see if it's like her first or like third trip here.
Okay.
How do I do it again?
Exclamation point R space 1D3.
Okay.
My lungs hurt.
This is her third trip here.
So you've been in Japan for a while now, and this is kind of a place you wanted to explore. Let me tell you about it a little bit. First, I need to know, would your character have done any research before coming here?
I would imagine since it's her like third trip here, she at least like knows she knows some Japanese and knows a little bit about the culture and stuff. I imagine that she really has to do a lot of research before coming here to make sure she doesn't accidentally like do something to like insult the culture on her Instagram. So, which I think we're giving a lot of credit, assuming that Instagram will be around 20 years in the future. But
It's called InstaSpace, and it's actually merged with MySpace, but we'll get into that in a second. So, since you would have done your research, I'll tell you a little bit about the place that you've found that could be interesting. Are you frequently into haunted houses and haunted locations, or is this like a new thing for your character?
I would say it's a semi-new thing. So the way to best describe her influence online is that in real life, she's kind of considered strange and a little bit intense, and it could be off-putting, but online, she's found her niche where people like her for who she is. She sees things that people don't normally see. And, she welcomes the strange because she's strange. And she enjoys that people accept her for this. And you had the naysayers who think that she's just doing it for clout and stuff, and that she's not actually seeing things that she claims to see. So yeah, but it's still her, and she enjoys it, and she enjoys the attention, for being appreciated for who she is. So I would say she recently started going in at like haunted houses and stuff. Not so much just to prove it, but like to show her ability. It's mostly just her like chatting with other spirits that she might see.
I see.
But like if it's a sticky situation, she likely won't be recording that, obviously.
So let me tell you. You were wondering what your HP is?
Mm-hmm.
Did you read the part in the Rules and Others and Everything character creation about AP dice and HP dice?
Yeah, I just don't remember how like that what I put everything into.
So basically, you gotta select what do you want your hit points to be. You can either be from a D4 to a D12.
I think, let me get my notes up.
And then basically they start at a D8, D8. Both dice started at 1d8, 1d8. When you increase one, the other one goes down by 1 dice.
Yeah.
HP is for survivability. AP is for abilities and powers.
Uh, 1d8 HP.
Alright, so you just got 1d8, 1d8. So, it would be 8 plus your constitution modifier. That's what your HP would be.
Okay.
Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. I've been muted this whole time.
That's bad. What were you gonna say?
No, I mean for my whole entire stream, my voice has been muted.
Oh,
It's okay. The same thing happened to me, but like not as long. But it happens.
Oh
Happened to
shit!
me.
If you guys want to
You
hear about
guys
the
weren't
whole
muted,
murder
but-
thing, if you guys want to hear
Yeah,
about
if
the
you
whole
want to
murder
hear
thing,
about,
Yeah.
you can go to Shin's YouTube or you can go to Jelly's Twitch. Let me link your YouTube because the timer's not working.
that's unfortunate.
Just go here for his side of the story.
All right, I got 9 HP. Perfect.
Oh, 9. 9 hit points. What a humble number. Let me tell you. I'm
Yeah,
happy.
she's not. Look, she's not.
No. I'm happy you have 9 hit points.
Yeah, I'm
It's so-
sure you are.
It's so small. I don't have to do any like divisions. It's just, oh, you got 9. Okay, you take 10 damage, you're dead. So, the place you'll be going into is part of an older section of Western Katakura Town's residential area. You said you did your research, so I'd assume you would have looked up the place you're going into.
Mm-hmm.
This place is old. Katakura Town has recently gone through a massive industrial boom. The place has grown from a town into what is basically a city at this point. Even though it's technically a crossroad towns of Tokyo anyways, but we'll get into the geography of everything later in campaign when we get Roll20 working and I start using maps for this, because right now we don't need maps. It is a pretty big town at this point. Skyscrapers in the middle, far different than what we see before to the normal Katakura town years beforehand in the year 2000, 47 years later. This place is still old, though. The house you're going into is a 2-story with a basement, keep in mind. 2-story house, made in the year 1810. Really old. The place is technically up for grabs online for about 10,000 USD. But no one's
Damn,
ever
I'd
been
live
able
in
to buy
there.
it. You would live in here? Let me describe it to you first.
Yeah, I mean, for 10,000, I wouldn't I don't care if it's haunted. The ghost can pay rent.
Well, it's not haunted by a ghost. The legend is surrounding this house that the house itself belonged to a samurai in the age when samurai were dying out. Before, keep in mind, 1810. That was before even I was born, and I'm 168 years old. So, this is a while ago, right? So, the place is said to be owned by a samurai turned ronin, and his rage at his master's death and his eventual, well, dwindling funds and ruined reputation had caused him to become an oni. And now the oni still stalks the halls of the house to this day, killing and hurting anyone who enters in, and eating them and turning them into vodka, which is said to be his favorite drink, as multiple bottles of vodka have been found around the place. The house itself is 2 stories with a basement. Big place. It's got, by what you can read on the plan, it's got 5 rooms on the lowest level, and it's got 5 rooms on the top level. It's a classical Japanese square house with a tiled roof. Vines have kind of grown over it in multiple places. It's basically like a big square surrounded by a fence. And the doorway itself is not like a traditional doorway. It's a doorway that's been on, like, it's a sliding door on a porch. We come into you, 10 o'clock at night, March 1st, standing in front of this. What do you do?
Leave!
Well,
Fucking leave!
What's so wrong? It's just an Oni. Onis don't exist.
I mean, she would doubt that, but that's why she's here. Okay, this one. So as she goes to the door, no, like she learned a long time ago, the best thing she should do before going into a new home is to, like, especially one like this, is to take her time before, like, don't start recording as soon as she gets there. She's gonna scat it out. Make sure there's no like overly aggressive entity she needs to worry about, like ruining her content, and she's gonna just scout it out first.
Okay.
Just yep, just
Oh, this
gonna
is about to be good.
look around.
I'll be right
So-
back. I'm gonna get some crochet
Alright.
stuff.
So yeah, let me tell you about what you find inside. The door, easy to open. You notice it's been here for a while, but the vines have not gotten to it. You slide it right open. It's not even locked. On the other side, a mudroom. 5 pairs of shoes to the right, all of them children's shoes. But to the left, a massive pile of boots and different shoes of multiple different people. There's a horribly thick layer of dust which gets into your lungs immediately. There's a lot of dust and a lot of cobwebs along the ceiling. The rafters themselves are uncovered, and you can see multiple scratches and scrapes here and there of animals that have gotten into the house. But other than that, it's just a normal mudroom. There's a couple bottles of beer and a couple cigarettes here and there from teenagers that have come in here, quite clearly, but that's about it. Across from you is another doorway. What do? You just turn around and leave?
No, she's gonna explore the whole house. Last thing she needs is to be hanging around in just the front room, and then another spirit turns out was hiding in the basement or something to come up and cause her issues.
Right. Eat your flesh and turn it into vodka. All right. Okay. So.
Yep.
Just reminding you what's at stake right now. So.
Yep.
Why are you so calm?
She's fine with it. She's always calm.
Oh, we'll see about that. So, stepping in, we see you kind of lean through the door and then lean through the next door, your pigtail entering the hallway first before your head even does. You get to a really weird place. Do you know what a shinobi floor is? That's like the American term for them. Do you know what a creaking floor is in Japan?
No, I can't say that I do.
So in Japan, houses that are pretty old will have a type of floor that is meant to creak very loudly when you step on it, for obvious reasons.
Oh,
You find one of those
yeah.
here.
Gotcha.
There's a hallway going to your left and then to your right, and then in front of you is another doorway. To your left, you can see down the hall there's 2 doors. One of them is actually off its hinges on the ground at the very end of the left hallway. And to your right, there's a staircase going up at the end of another hallway. Both of these hallways are 20 feet long. What do you do?
Well, as she notices the shinobi floor, the first thing she's gonna do is to make a nuisance of herself by trying, like she's gonna notice it and look around and just to kind of like save herself the issue. I assume this is kind of like a more open room.
No, it's an open hallway. It's not a room, like I said. It's basically you find a hallway going left and a hallway going right. You're in the middle of a long hallway. To the left is 2 doorways at the end of a 20-foot long hallway. The doorway at the very end of the hallway is off its hinges. The one next to that is closed. And to the right of you is a stairway 20 feet away to the right of you is a stairway going up, and then in front of you is another door.
Yeah, so she's just gonna go and she's gonna look around, and in case there's anything listening out, she's just gonna make a nuisance of herself. And she's gonna step on the step.
So
And there's a squeak.
it is noticeably loud, but not loud enough to be like annoying.
I mean, if you step on it enough.
That is true.
So she's just gonna keep just squeak, squeak, squeak.
You just
squeak,
basically
squeak,
just
squeak.
running. You're basically just running in place, I assume.
No, she's just kind of like like stepping back and forth on it, kind of like doing a sidestep onto it. And she's just gonna do that for a few seconds, waiting to see if anything comes out.
Waiting to see if anything's gonna kill her.
Well, the only thing you disturb is the cigarette butts and bottles of booze lining the walls. You can also see near the entrance there is graffiti in here along the walls. A lot of graffiti, usually graffiti of an Oni wielding a club, spray painted onto the walls, or just painted on there with paint. But no one moves, nothing happens.
Well, she just assumes that everything must be pretty clear, and she decides to go into one of the rooms to check it out.
You gonna go check it out?
Mm-hmm.
Which way do you go, left or right? Or straight?
She's gonna go left.
Left. That's what I like to hear. Now, what are you using for light?
I assume that you know what? A classic cell phone, flashlight, cell phone, flashlight.
That's about what I thought. All right. So, your cell phone's fully charged, 100% ready to go. You step down the left hallway. The floor makes a audible creaking noise, as it is meant to. And you walk 20 feet down the hall. There's something very bad and very obvious very immediately. The door that's down at the very end of this hallway. So the end of the hallway is an L bend. This hallway ends with a right turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the crooks of the turn, at the very crooks of the L, is a doorway to the north. Sorry, a doorway to the west and a doorway to the south. One left of you and one in front of you if you're facing down the hall. The doorway in front of you is a bathroom. This place is bad. The bathroom is pretty small, about 10 feet wide, a 10 foot by 10 foot cube. And the toilet has been shattered. Blood has been spattered across this toilet. It's a Western style toilet, is something you know. And not only that, this bathroom looks like it was very nice at one point. The sink and the toilet have been shattered. They were right next to each other. There was a shower room. You can see like a doorway that leads to a shower. Probably a Japanese style like room that has a bath in it. The doorway has been smashed, and there's a huge splatter of blood on the ground. Just smeared on the ground, and a broken window that has been boarded up slightly above the toilet. That also has like a splatter of dried blood on it. What do you do?
She just kind of looks at it and just it's like, oh, well, let me try to get into like her character. She just kind of stares at it and just kind of talks in nothing in particular. Just, oh, well, that can't be good. And she kind of looks around again to make sure like there's not anything about to start trying to sneak up on her. And she's gonna try to like focus, see if she can sense anything nearby.
Please make me a perception roll.
What is my perception? Two. Oof, 12.
DC 10, you can barely hear this. So, down the L bend of the hallway. So you're at the end of this L bend. Down the other way, you haven't gone this far. Down to the right. You hear something. A loud snoring noise. Sounds something similar to that. A loud noise of someone burly snoring in the distance. There's also a door to your left at the end of this hallway that you could look into if you would like.
She will in a moment. Now that she's aware that there's something snoring in here, she knows there wouldn't be anything in here normally. She doesn't assume there would be any mortals, so she decides to go follow the sound of the snoring. She's trying to be sneaky about it.
All right, roll me a stealth. Oh, this is gonna be great.
Oh boy, I got +0 modifier in that one. That's an 11.
I think the rolls we have made the most of are stealth rolls and attack rolls, which just bodes so well for this campaign. It's just, damn, you might as well join Squad 2 at this point. So, it's pretty difficult. You do have disadvantage at this because you're walking on the shinobi floor here, so please roll me another d20. That's unfortunately what this flooring does. All right,
17,
never mind.
so.
I'll just be quiet then. So, you sneak forwards, hearing the snoring. You get to the end of the hallway, right? The end of the right-turned hallway, where you find a closet. A closet in front of you that is destroyed. The door is open, like wide open on this closet, and the inside is destroyed. Shelves have fallen over. There's a bunch of cereal boxes scattered around and pixie sticks. You know what a pixie stick is, right?
Yep.
There's like 40 of them on the floor. There's also a hatch to a cellar in the corner that's been covered up by cloth. But you can hear the snoring a bit more audibly now. This hallway also ends in a L shape, and it continues to the right. So basically you're in like a big square. There's a stairway to the right of you, going up. The snoring is coming from there. What do you do?
She's gonna take a pixie stick.
Okay. Greedy, but alright.
You know, it's free candy.
Sure.
And she's not gonna eat it though, not yet.
Okay.
She's just saving it just in case. It must be here for a reason. Like
Yes.
who goes into a haunted house and you just see pixie sticks? Oh, it's Halloween.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, what if it's like Halloween? So
Is it Halloween?
no, it's March
Then
1st.
shut up.
all right, fine. You got me. But what do you do?
Now that she's gotten the pixie stick, she's just like kind of twirling it in her fingers as she goes to follow the snoring. She's not coming. She's not like she's kind of walking with like an air of confidence, but nothing to be like nothing out of cockiness. She's just trying to like not come off as something that's fearful, but not as cocky either. If she finds whatever's doing the snoring.
Okay. You get to the base of the stairs, and it's clearly coming from upstairs. You step on the stairs, and the snoring stops. It goes silent. And then it's replaced
Myself,
with
a homeless man.
a very dainty, feminine voice says, "Good morning, world." You hear a loud snorting noise, just powerful, like, oh, yeah. Woo! Yeah. Whew. That's what you hear. What do you do?
She decides to, kind of spook whoever's talking and be like, it just replies, "Good morning." Just this unfamiliar voice, I guess. If it's
It
not
is.
anyone that.
It is silent. Like, once you say that, it just goes silent. You can hear your heartbeat.
Well, I assume that greeting was for me, but I assume not.
Nothing.
Like, does she sense anything like spiritual about this?
Something. There's something at the top of these stairs. There's something in a room up ahead, but you have no idea what the hell it is. It senses like a person, sure, but it's not one.
With the silence, she's just, "I'm not here to hurt you. If that's what you're worried about, I'm not here to cause trouble at all. You don't have to hide."
A cold gust of wind hits you. And then
Come on, why don't you come out and chat with me?
a voice behind you says, "Oh, it's just a human." You hear someone's muscles tense up as, what do you do? What do you do?
I didn't hear what the last part was.
You hear a cold gust of wind hits you, and a voice behind you says, "Oh, it's just a human." And then you hear like someone's muscles tense up and like a creaking noise as someone like brushes something behind you. What do you do?
Does she sense him getting closer to her, like aggressively?
Just keep in mind, this voice comes from directly behind you. Hello? There we go. This voice you heard comes from directly behind you. Like less than 5 feet.
Okay. Alright. She's not even gonna really like turn around fully, before she's gonna try to use her telekinesis to kind of like grab them and keep them in place in case they're about to attack her.
So you kind of like glance over your shoulder and just kind of use your telekinesis. There is someone here. There's like a poorly dressed. She's dressed like a greaser, I would describe it. It's a girl. It's like a little girl who can't be more than like 16, maybe 18ish. She's got like pigtails. Like blonde hair, pigtails. She's got a massive club. Like a huge kanabo that has long spikes in it with a chain at the end that has a ring at the end of that chain. Like a massive iron ring. This club is twice the size of her. She's about like 5 feet or so, maybe a little bit shorter. She's got like a red jacket on, like a red leather jacket with a red undershirt and like green pants with clogs on, clogs with red laces. And she stops when you look at her, and she says, "Huh? You're not afraid?"
None of that. No, why would I be afraid?
"Hey! That's my pixie stick. Give it here."
She just kind of looks at the pixie stick in her hand, kind of twirling in her fingers, like, on one condition. Whatever you're about to do with that, she kind of points at the weapon. That. Just don't direct it at me.
Oh, this is good. This is good, she says. "What are you doing here in my house? Are you here to buy it? And also, you can see me." This could be entertaining. Go on. No, go on. What? Then you don't want me to use this big club on you? All right, fair enough. She says, throwing it behind her. All right.
With that, she kind of turns towards her, letting go of the telekinesis on her. As I said, I'm not here to cause you any harm, nor am I really interested in buying this. Just consider me a guest here. I'm assuming that you were one of the past residents here.
I'm a current resident. No, come on, I'll show you around. I live in the room upstairs. Come on, it's a great place.
Of course, forgive my rudeness. And she decides to follow her, just being really polite about it. And I have to say, I like your hairstyle. Like she says clearly with her own set of pigtails.
Yes. Similar. Of a greater size, however. And she says, "Oh, thank you. It's been a while since I've ever gotten a compliment." She rubs like the lower part of her nose, and you can see like she like wipes away pixie dust from around her mouth.
I saw that. I thought you were gonna say from her nose. I'm like, child, no.
No, from around that area and her mouth.
Oh God, don't snort the pixie sticks. Snakes.
And
She's just following along. Just kind of observing her. Just, aren't you a little bit young to be owning a home?
young. I'm
Well,
oh shit, how old am I?
I was just going to say you look very young. I mean, if you're actually not a teenager, I mean, you look good for your age. You look very young, very spirited.
What a polite lady. First polite guest I've had in a while. Most of the time they're just teenagers that come in here to have sex.
Ew.
I can imagine.
She
Don't worry.
goes upstairs. I'm assuming you follow her.
Yep.
Yeah. The upstairs area is actually somewhat taken care of. It's a small, like, little landing. It's got, like, big sort of room above it. There are 6 doors in this room, and the room right in front of the stairway has lights on it. And she opens the door to the room, and you see what I can only call a gamer den. This room is awful. It looks like she's been living in here for a while. It's about a 20 foot by 20 foot room. Pretty big. It's got
Neat.
What?
Neat.
I
Oh,
want a gamer room. I don't know why it's like, I don't know why you make it sound like a bad thing. This sounds great.
hold on, you haven't heard anything about it. She's got like a massive, like almost double king size bed that looks like it's been reinforced. This thing has to be reinforced maybe 10 or 12 times. It's got steel beams under it. Huge soft bed that has like big like sheets on top of it. She has like a huge gaming setup with like 4 towers next to the bed, with just like a mini fridge next to it filled with these pixie sticks and like Yahoo and like energy drinks next to that. She has a closet next to that as well. There's like a big closet. Sorry, on the opposite side of the room, next to her bed. She has like a big closet that's just stuffed with the same outfit, the same exact outfit, as well as like a black robe with a like a weird sort of like she has like a black robe in her closet with a weird like arm patch that says S12 seat 3 on it.
Ooh.
And she has like this big sort of like, what are those things called? Oh yeah, hamper. It's a big hamper full of dirty clothes in another corner, and a big shelf of VHS tapes and CDs, which are just, at this point, just old as hell.
I was gonna say vintage.
And she holds out her hand, and the Kanabo, the big club, flies into her hands, and she sets it on the bed. And she says, "Oh, it's nice to see a guest. Sorry, I live alone and no one wants to talk to me. The name's Hayori," she says, holding out her hand.
I get the feeling we'll be getting along just fine then. I also get that sort of thing. But my name is Octavia. V or Via is fine.
Oh, a foreigner. How odd.
I bet you cannot guess where I'm from.
With a name like that, I would probably guess the United States.
Really? Most people just assume the accent tends to throw them off.
I've been around for a while. I'm about 300 or so years old. You know how this is. So, you want to get high and watch some movies?
I don't know why, like, I don't know, like, this is me out of character. I don't know a lot about Bleach, but, like, I never expected Ghost to, like, just have a whole
I-
gamer hangout.
I didn't expect this either, but also I know what she is, but still I didn't expect it.
I don't
Oh,
get a
I
whole lot
assume
of
that
guests.
well, she just kinda seems surprised by this, just you're not like most of the spirits that I've seen. I mean, I don't see them often, but I hear about them more than others. I've never really seen one just decide to, she kinda looks around. She really make her home her home.
No. I didn't live here at first. I just kind of took the place up. I got nowhere to stay. I got kicked out of my original home, so I got nowhere to be. I don't have many friends either, so you know how it is. I just kind of hang out, but it don't matter. Come on. Let's watch Die Hard. Yeah, Die Hard Christmas, and these pixie sticks get me mad high, so you can take some if you want.
The pixie sticks. Are these actual candy or?
No, those are, don't worry about it. Anyways,
Well, actually, this would be a perfect opportunity. So the reason I'm actually here, I am an influencer on InstaSpace. I don't know if you ever heard of it before.
hey. Wait, whoa. I thought you were here to actually meet me. I thought you knew who I was. You're just a human exploring the place?
Well, I was here to see who lived here, see if there's anyone I could be able to talk to. So you're precisely the kind of person I was looking for. I just didn't have exactly the name or the face of what I was expecting in a specific person. Well, of course, except for the Ronin, but
I am the
obviously I
Ronin.
don't.
He's not real. I just created him as a legend.
You really have a lot of influence on the mortals, then.
Once you're around for about 20 years or so, it'll happen.
That's just amazing. And she's just like trying to figure out the best way to put this politely. Just not like
You
she's
are
just
a
doing this for a
slob.
show.
You are a slob. This place looks terrible.
No. She's just like trying to be polite, figure out how to like describe what she's there for. Just well, I guess you could say I'm a pursuer of. I wouldn't call you an unusual, but what the mortals consider to be paranormal. And there are many mortals who are actually intrigued by the fact that I could see people like you. I mean, granted, it's only a one-sided conversation, but that they could see. But I would be willing to chat with you, ask you some questions, and not exactly translate, but try explain what your answers are to the questions I ask you. It would.
Oh boy.
It would.
Well, I can't answer everything. Excuse me, I need breakfast. If you will allow me.
Oh, of course, it's your home.
She
Well,
goes,
I mean,
yes?
obviously you can't answer everything, but
I never seen a mortal be so nice. I never seen a Fullbringer be so kind. Usually those bastards at the gym hate me.
well, the way I see it is, mortals are strange. They enjoy when I'm. What's the best way to put it? A
Naked?
pompous. What?
Nothing.
They enjoy the pompous side for some reason. And while it wasn't my original intention, it's helped gain a certain influence. But I've also learned that uh, such spiritual beings are a lot more powerful than mortals, and I should probably show them the respect. I'm not exactly fond of fighting.
God damn it, she slams her fridge closed. Oh, I forgot to pick up the fried chicken yesterday.
Really, you live in Japan and you want
Oh,
fried chicken?
I, uh, I, I don't want to run all the way to Nell, so, I guess I'm gonna have some of the steaks. You don't mind if I kill someone, right? She says, sliding a box underneath her from underneath her bed.
Octavia just kind of like gives her like a look, like, uh, well, not exactly my issue. Just try not to aim for children.
As
Oh,
long as it's not on camera.
don't
As
worry.
long as it's not a camera.
Don't worry, it's not actually someone alive, it's just my food screams when I eat it, she says, opening up the box and pulling out the weirdest, like, steak you've ever seen. She pulls out, like, a Tupperware container filled with steaks, but these steaks look like they are made of taffy, and they smell extremely strong of fruity flavors. Like a Skittle. And she pulls out one of these, and you can hear it screaming. Like, this steak screams in fear as she rips into it with her teeth and gnaws through it with one hand quickly, and then puts it back and slides under the bed and says, "All right, hold on, I'll make this easier for you. Do you want me to be on camera or no? I can be there if you need to be.
Well,
You should.
it can be a little bit.
Hmm?
It can be a little bit difficult with how often spirits appear in a camera. Sometimes they don't appear at all, or they may be wisps or orbs, stuff like that. It really depends on how powerful they are. But as I said, you've got a very strong influence on the moral realm. You may appear just slightly on the film on the camera.
We don't need anything. You know what? Oh, can I see your nails?
My nails.
Yeah, your nails.
She decides to like show off her hands. She has like unlike what her profile has, she only uses her long hands, her long hands, her big meaty claws when she needs
Big,
them.
meaty claws.
But for now, they're just regular hands with like inch long black kind of in like a not sharpened, but you know, in that curved kind of design with nails.
Yeah.
But they're just
Like
shiny,
the
glossy
coffin style
black.
ones?
Glossy
Huh?
black, that's about what I thought.
Yeah.
So the coffin style ones?
No, just like you know how they're kind of like pointed and stuff.
Oh, okay.
To a point. Glossy black. Yeah,
Yeah.
black nails would have fit her outfit very well, so I assume.
Yeah.
So she looks at them and says, "Oh, that's how you're doing that shit. Okay. You want to meet some friends of mine?"
He just kind of like looks at her, like looking at her hands and like at the question, just like, wait, hold on, what did you just see?
Listen, I'm pretty old, so I get a lot of stuff done pretty quickly, and I'm stupid, but I'm wise. I know some people like you who are actually looking for new members.
People like me. And what exactly would you consider me to be?
You're a lot of things. But what I can tell you might be a non-hollow related, so you're probably a pure. What I'm guessing is there's a lot of words for them. Magicians, devils, cheaters. But where I come from, we use the term full bringers. People with magical abilities and powers that other people can't explain.
At this point, would she know that she's a full bringer already, or
That's completely up to you. That's up to you.
yeah, because I know that she was supposed to meet someone who explained that she was a full bringer, and I wasn't sure if this was her.
That's completely up to you. Do you know or do you not?
All right. For my own sake, because I don't know the Bleach lore, she'd just be like, a full bringer. What do you mean by that?
I don't really know much about them. I'm not one of them, but I'm a hungry ghost myself. But they're almost like Power Rangers. They're special dudes with attitude, I guess you could say. They're people with magical gifted abilities. They come from a lot of different places, but yours seem to be quite odd. I know a whole bunch of them. A whole bunch of them live here in Katakura Town to be around each other and talk to one another about what they can do. If you'd like to meet them, I can introduce you.
Well, I mean, I'm always up to meeting new people. And if you would be willing to still give me that interview, I think I think we both learn a lot from each other.
All right, fine. But no names. I don't want my name on this.
Yeah, that's absolutely no problem. Honestly, I don't even believe they usually give me their full names.
The names are quite important, but mine isn't. But first, which one do you want to do first? I'll do your little interview. It sounds fun enough, and you're the only human who's come in here that's actually had a calm reaction to me. Really shocked, put me off my game. That makes sense, though.
Well, that's how it's been for me since I was very young. I've met friendly spirits, very not friendly spirits. And I guess you could say I'm a little bit of an oddity myself.
What can you do?
It's at this point she kind of like holds out her hand, making sure not to keep it, not to do it like anywhere that will knock things over or hurt her. And suddenly her hand sprouts out. It's like the blood comes like through the skin, and it just turns into almost like this hard material, not quite metallic, but it looks like it could be kind of glossy looking, as it just extends into a long red hand with long sharp fingers along it.
She says, oh, I see. Want to see what I can do?
Well, of course.
Come to me to the window, she says, like waddling over to a window and opening the curtains.
Show you my dick if you show me yours.
Whoa, hold up.
Well, how did you know I had one?
Oh, shit. Aori don't know how she feel about this no more. How's the first the human talking to her, and then boom, surprise. She's like, oh shit.
Yeah, she goes to the window and it's just a hollow.
Just
I'll show you my dick if you show me yours.
She
It's
proceeds.
like that one. It's like that.
She proceeds.
I was just gonna say it's like that one TikTok sound where it's just like, where you clothes at?
She would absolutely defeather you. She would defeather you and cook you like a chicken. So
Your badge, I understand.
she opens up the curtains and then opens up the window and says, you see, hungry ghosts like me, we can put our essence into little balls of energy and shoot them out like a big boom of dynamite. Check it out. Good morning, Katakura Town. Or wait, what time is it? Oh shit, it's fucking 12 o'clock at night. Holy shit. I overslept. She puts her fingers together. Her pointer finger and her middle finger together, and retracts the rest of her fingers into her palm. And at the end of her finger, a tiny red ball appears. It's tiny. It's about the size of like your pinky. Not even your pinky nail. And she fires it forwards, and it flies into the sky for about 600 feet and then explodes like a firecracker. Just that's what I can do.
Wow. Well, it might have been because of where I grew up, but you're definitely not like any of the others that I've seen before.
You
I
never
assume
seen
that.
Where'd you grow
No,
up?
just. That was a good question. I knew she grew up in the United States. I forgot where though.
You forgot your own character's backstory.
I know she's from the United States. I just can't remember from where. So I'm just gonna go with
Maine.
So
Maine. Clearly. Maine.
no. I don't know anything about me.
Kentucky.
Shut the hell up.
Kentucky.
I said on my own, chugged my own spit.
Fucking California. California.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say California.
Ah, best place in America, right next to Wyoming.
Yeah.
So, hold on, let me take a breath. My lungs are killing me.
So yes. She finally she kind of like debates telling her before she just shrugs. Well, I'm from California.
Shit. I know a good few people over there.
Well, you're definitely well traveled. I mean, I find a lot of spirits there, usually staying in one spot, and they just usually seem to stay where they died. I mean, you're in Japan now, in California. How did you even travel?
Oh. Well, I'm invisible to most people, so plane tickets are free.
Why that makes me laugh? Planes are
Yeah.
haunted.
I got a couple friends over in America, Wyoming specifically. They used to be here, but they kind of moved across, you know. Just friends separate, you know.
I see. Well, honestly, that makes a strange amount of sense. Well, I suppose the reason that most of the spirits aren't like you is because they're like not to insult your age, but they're younger than you. So I assume they've not had as much experience in their with their capabilities. I mean, often they just never return to where I found them, or they've passed on. But it's hard to explain.
She smiles. Well, if you're gonna be like this, I might as well tell you something about the truth. You're a full-bringer, not a human, so I can tell you legally without getting my, well, spine ripped from my body. Here's what's up. Listen, if you're gonna be exploring places like this, you gotta be careful of people like me, alright? I'm kind of an exception because of how I was created, but you gotta be careful. There's something around, especially in Japan. They're called hungry ghosts, right, or hollows. Big, massive monsters, ghosts that have turned into horrible creatures. You gotta be careful if you're exploring areas like this, because they love old abandoned places like this. You'll find a bunch of them there. Me, I'm an exception. I'm kind of one of them, but I gotten over the whole hunger part, kind of. I still love to eat things. Don't worry about that, though. Just be careful, alright?
Well, I appreciate your kindness. It seems like something I should learn more about. Honestly, it's the first time I've ever heard of it. You said something about called the Hollows.
Yep. Hollows. They eat people, as was evident about 1 hour ago.
Yeah, she's still kind of curious about what that was, and she plans to ask a little bit about that during the interview.
But let's start this little interview of yours, and I can introduce you to my little friends. I think you would get along with them well. They all live together because amongst people like us, you guys are kind of social outcasts.
That sounds about right.
Loser.
Well,
says the fucking hollow with no legs.
I made 2 friends today.
Footless orphan.
God damn it.
But yeah, so she just starts to setting up real quick, and just it's your usual like Instagrammer setup. She has like a stand that she will set her phone. It extends out, so she was able to like keep it among her stuff. It wasn't really noticeable. She extends it out, and she places her phone on there and just um goes to find a place for them to sit down and chat. And she kind of looks at her just while she's setting up and has the camera on, like, all right, why don't you go ahead and sit down over there and let's see what we're picking up exactly.
So you notice something? This girl weighs probably like 600 pounds.
She must have a really strong gaming chair.
She certainly does. But you notice, like, she kind of sits down and you notice, like, this creaking noise. And she says, oh, right, skin. And she kind of touches her chest and kind of fixes her arm. She says, sorry about that. My skin's about as heavy as steel.
Oh, you're absolutely fine. I mean, it's your furniture.
Yeah. Anyways, this is weird. I don't know modern technology too well.
Well, you have a very good setup over here.
Someone else handles that for me.
Well, they have a very good idea of what to put. I assume, at least.
Yeah, I hate that bastard. Anyways.
So while she goes to sit down, Octavia goes to look through the camera and see what exactly the camera's picking up.
So it's hard to determine as a spiritual person, someone who can see spiritual creatures at your level. Because keep in mind, you have 9 AP, I believe. So you can see spiritual creatures very well. Powerful ones, specifically. This is a kind of ruling that comes up very rarely in the campaign. You're always going to have above 10. But through technology and cameras, she's kind of hard to see for you. Even normally, she kind of has like some sort of wavy, almost distorted effect around her that kind of makes her a little bit hard to look at. But she's tangible and she's there. On camera, however, what shows up on camera is like almost a distorted kind of purple mist mixed with red and black sort of lightning bolts occasionally.
Well, despite that, Octavia, she looks pretty impressed with her and just, oh, I have to say, you're certainly one of the most visible ones. So this will be interesting. Compared to all the ghosts I've interviewed, some of them don't even appear at all. So, I mean, you'll have the naysayers, of course, who say that this is edited, which I don't even know. I barely even know how to to split my videos, but I think for the less jaded, this will be perfect.
She turns her head to the side. Okay.
She kind of goes to set up a mic nearby. Just it's kind of more like a speaker. She just sits aside next to her, and she goes to put on I guess the future equivalent of AirPods, and just, all right, this isn't being recorded yet, so this is just all a preview. I just want to see exactly how much we'll pick up from you exactly. So just give me a phrase, your name or whatever you like.
Once again, she seems confused and says, "Why the hell am I doing this? Let's go with yes, hello, yes." She is. To you, out loud, you can hear her. She's kind of distorted. The camera picks her up pretty well. It's still difficult. It is still somewhat difficult. But you can hear it, though.
Octavia just has this big grin on her face. This is excellent content. Paranormal explorers and stuff, the kind you see on History Channel. They wish they had this kind of quality right now. And so she's just trying not to get excited about this because she doesn't want it to come off as someone who's just there for the views and stuff. So she's just genuinely fascinated by the spirit. So she's just, but she's still oh, excellent, this is perfect. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So Octavia goes and she goes to sit down and join right next to her. And looks at her like, all right, are you ready? You don't have to do this, but it would certainly, you could certainly give more people a reason to avoid this place.
It's been a while since I socialized, and it's not like anyone's ever gonna find anything like this again, so I might as well. I mean, hell, it's not against the law. Technically not, so, alright.
Alright. Alright, and with that, Octavia presses a button so that the stand activates the phone, which is actually a thing. It's not, I'm not just making this up. And
I know, don't worry.
and she just starts out the interview, just speaking for the camera, just putting on that toity act that she is known for with her Instagram. Just, well, hello, my ghoulish fans, and I am back. Don't laugh at it. I'm trying to keep a character.
I'm so sorry. I broke my composure there. Sorry. Continue.
Just her speaking. Just, hello, my ghoulish fans. It is I, Octavia, and as I promised, I am back in Japan, and I know I told you all I had some exciting adventures the last time I was here, and you were all disappointed I didn't get to archive it for you all. Well, I made sure that this will be more than enough to make up for that. My brain broke for a second. So, to make up for it, I have a very special guest, as you can likely see, sitting right across from me.
Yes. Hello, everyone out there. I am hungry. She leans over, almost in pain. Yes. She remains silent.
Also, thank you for lurking, Twizzy. Appreciate you.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second.
Out of character.
Okay, what's your question?
No, I was just saying. I was just noticing something out of character. I just love how Silipo's intro was him constantly killing people and helping Harambe with killing people with a demon gate, and then there's Octavia just having an interview with a ghost.
A very strange ghost indeed. I'll be right back.
All right.
Thanks, Toys. I'm kind of reworking my whole about section.
I gotta update my HUD because I finished the edits I wanted to do, so I'll try to do that real quick. But I hope everyone is doing well, anyone who's watching. I so hate. Like, why did I give her an accent? She's from California.
I thought she was gonna be a lot more like sassy and rude.
So yeah, she is normally to mortals, but she also knows she can get her ass kicked by non-mortals, so immortals.
How do you? You don't have Strone on there, do you?
Is here. So, man, this campaign's starting off way more peaceful than the other one did. So, she says, what are these questions you wanted to ask me?
Well, that is a good question. It's always so hard to tell. I try to keep it unique. I don't try to have give me a sec. What the heck is Minecraft doing? And I'm playing Minecraft to give something people watch while they listen, and for some it keeps minimizing.
Why don't you just, you know what you should just have? You should just have the DVD logo bouncing around occasionally, and then every 10 minutes it hits the side of the screen.
I wanted to do that, but last thing I need is Sony giving me crap because I wanted to have
Just draw it. Just draw it frame by frame.
Like make my own like unique one.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a thing, like making your own like custom DVD logo bouncing around. So, because if I'm doing it frame by frame, I will die.
That is also
But
true.
yeah, so so Octavius just like considers just, well, I don't want to go down like a usual list of questions. I try to keep it unique for all of my guests. Uh, so I suppose it'll be like, what would you prefer to be called for this interview? I doubt you want to be called hungry the whole interview. Would you be okay with me calling you our spirit guest, ghost?
Call me, yeah, sure, call me a guest. Hold on, I gotta let the dog in. God damn it. These animals of mine are haunted. That's what's really haunted here.
Mine's
You're
asleep.
possessed. I don't
Oh,
have an
she's
animal.
an elf with her eyes closed
No, I got
her-
Lily. I got
and her ears are down. Oh,
oh, take
it's
picture.
the perfect.
Picture.
Well, I will try, but she'll probably wake up.
It's like when you
No.
like try to take a picture of your dogs when they're asleep and they always open one eye like they know.
No, fuck, she woke up. All right, I didn't get that far. I did not get that far. Well, she's still kind of loafed. Hang on. I'll try. I gotta take my headset off though.
Yep. There we go.
Don't move, you little bit.
Stupid chair.
Honestly, I've only just made my
Okay.
house in Minecraft on a Morty board, so might not do this anymore.
We just don't. How are you bored of Minecraft? What?
I'm playing on peaceful just to kind of keep it chill because I don't want to get too distracted.
I see. So
I got it.
she says, "Call me guest." What are these questions then? She seems almost
All right
nervous.
then.
You see, she's sweating.
Oh, well, why don't you take a moment to relax? You know, everyone, don't worry, this isn't live. This will be uploaded later, so just, sorry about that. She, as you expect, with many of our spiritual guests, they aren't quite used to mortals noticing them. So, why don't we go ahead and start? How old did you say that you were?
I kind of forget. It's been a while. Once you get old enough, you start to lose your memories. Once you get to a certain level as well, you start to lose your memories. But I think I'm about a 303.
That's quite a long time. And how did you die, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't remember. I think I was in the United States, maybe? Or maybe Japan. If I died at all. I have figments of memories of maybe being dead, but I don't remember.
I see. And have you ever witnessed have you ever become the reason that there are other spirits like you? I imagine that could be a bit of an awkward situation.
I try and stay out of the hair of most mortals. I do cause a bit of issue for some ghost hunters that come by occasionally, but mostly only one of them's been a real threat to me, and I slammed his head against the toilet and threw him out the bathroom window.
I see. I'm sure that would definitely deter them. And what about exorcisms? Have you ever dealt with anything like that?
Oh, occasionally. I've had a couple people come by and use some the Taoist magic. It never works, though. It's all hoodoo voodoo.
You just kind of sit there and watch in amusement as they're doing all their rites, I imagine.
Usually it's on like a doorway or something, and it's just all they're doing is just yelling at a doorway with a sticker on it. That's all I see.
I see. And you've mentioned that you've lived in like different homes over the years. You mentioned that you've even been to the United States. Is there any other countries that you've decided to give a chance?
Oh, yeah. I've been to London once, but it was not good. Not good. That place is anti-spirit, if you would. It's not good for a place like me.
And why would you say that?
Oh, just if a ghost goes there, let's just say they get very sick.
Aw, I mean, that's some like not something I've expected one in myself. That's something sounds like that's gonna be my next trip next time I decide to go out and travel. And
Other
you
places?
mentioned
I've been to
and
Germany.
you oh Germany. That sounds. I can't say I've ever been to Germany. I would say this is probably the furthest I've traveled out. And what would you say? Would you say like there's any advantages to being a spirit like you?
Plane tickets are free. Real nice travel, real nice scenic thing. There are some awkward moments, of course. Since I can't be seen and I really struggle with social engagement, it's hard being dead. But all in all, there are a few advantages, but it's pretty lonely at some points.
Yeah, I was remembering when you mentioned about how you often travel by plane. Like I never considered the fact that there might be more than one or two passengers that aren't actually registered on the plane. So I never really considered that. Uh, are there often spirits who travel like you? Because as I said, a lot of the kids that I've spoken to, they're often in the places where they died, where they grew up, that sort of thing.
A lot of people get attached to those places and they're chained to them. Me, I'm pretty much entirely free. I got a couple other friends, yeah, but they aren't anyone important. I don't really speak to them much. I'm mostly just cooped up here in my house, just enjoying as the days go by.
Well, you really are fascinating in several ways, and I mentioned before. I believe it was due to your age that you have like so much interaction. I even mentioned before, compared to my other guests, you appear and are heard so much more clearly than many of my guests, which I'm sure many of my fans will be extremely intrigued by. What would you like to say to them specifically? Like, just pretending they're not here. What would you want to say? What message would you want to pass on to mortals?
She almost becomes emotional since for the first time you've seen her. And she says, well, if I had to say one thing. She thinks. She says, listen, death comes for everyone. It's inevitable. Life seems to be always about death and violence, and in a certain way, change is about death and violence, but life is not. A lot of things that you do in life can follow you. A lot of really, really bad things can happen to you if you do the wrong thing to the wrong person when you die. So I'd say just don't hold anything back and don't hold any regret, really. It's bad for you on every level. Negative emotions especially just destroy a person from the inside out, rot them to their core, and it can do some really bad things and cause you to do really bad things and hurt good people.
I see. So basically, what you're saying is they need to live life to the fullest. Don't have regrets for past actions. Just it. You have such a short amount of time. You need to make action that you want to have happen. If you want to make a change, you need to just follow through with it. I would say is like kind of what you're saying, right?
Hold on, give me a second. I'll let the dog out. My apologies. Yes, that's what
No,
you
you're
said.
good. I'm still laughing at the comparison, the differences between both of our characters' intros.
I'm still fucking laughing that I was muted the whole time and nobody heard my awesomeness.
No, well, they and like if they ever want to hear like what was going on your end, luckily you were recorded on mine, so if you ever want to borrow the VOD and like I don't know if you're uploading them or anywhere.
I don't love. No, it's too much.
It does take forever. It took me forever last time because I put it off for so long.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I'm trying to avoid like editing them, so I just mostly do like completely just
What was
I
the
don't edit
question?
them. I really
Hmm?
she was basically kind of like basically she was like kind of simplifying it to YOLO.
I see. Yes, indeed. Hmm.
uh Yeah, go on.
And she says, pain and suffering means a lot to those you cause it to. I've learned a lot. I've been rejected by close friends. I've kind of been exiled to certain places in my life, and I've learned that people aren't always who they say they are, and sometimes someone will force someone to do something they don't like. But real friends and real people who care about you will always protect you no matter what. I owe someone basically my life because, well, my afterlife because of that. That's what I got to say.
Well, I see. And just one final question. It may also be a sensitive one, so of course feel free to uh not answer this question. But what is keeping you from passing on? Do you willingly stay here, or is there something you're still missing?
I'm not allowed to leave.
Are you able to know why?
I know why, but I can't say for my own safety, but let's just say that there are people who don't want me in other places, and I'm not allowed to leave and move on because of it.
I see. Well, would you say that you're still making the most of your afterlife here?
Oh yeah, it's great here. Great stuff.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Well, thank you so much. You've been a very informative guest, and honestly, from the power you have, the fact that we could still see you so clearly, I won't even have to. I didn't even have to translate it or have to edit my videos as much for such. So, uh, it's just amazing. Speaking to someone at your level. So I believe we should go ahead and leave it there. I don't want to take up too much of your time just for something like this. I imagine this is something already kind of below and out of the ordinary for you.
Yeah, this ain't too normal. Not at all.
Well, thank you so much for speaking with us, Spirit. And for all of you at home, I hope you enjoyed this conversation, that you really live to the advice that our guest has given. I know it's easier said than done, but it's still something to consider. You have to make sure that when your time comes, it's without regrets. Now then, I'm done wasting my time with all of you. Let's go ahead and end it for tonight. So, all of you little minions, have a good night. And with that, she presses the button to cut off the recording. Well, she kind of clapped her hands together. I think that went very well. How do you feel?
I feel good. It's been a while since I've had social contact like that. I think this is gonna go well. Anyways, you wanna go meet my friends at the gym?
Of course, I haven't forgotten about that. I'm very excited about it. Let me go ahead and just put all of this away and we could get going. And you never know. You may get hungry, you could go pick up some food on the way back.
I can't eat quite normal food, sadly. I gotta go to this place in a different place called, I go to a restaurant in a very different place called, Kampachi Fried Chicken. So,
I'm still kind of
yeah.
yeah, I'm still kind of intrigued in what makes it so different. Would it be a place that mortals or whatever you have called me, a fool bringer, would be able to eat at?
I wouldn't suggest it. Anyways, she says, standing up. Oh, she stretches.
Well, worst case scenario, I bring my own food along.
Hold on, give me a sec.
And
Something very bad is about to
yeah.
happen. Or not. I thought I was about to get struck by lightning. I could feel something snap in my arms, and I was like, oh shit, is there a lightning bolt? No, it was literally just a cold chill because someone opened the door behind me. Sorry. So,
Damn spirits opening doors.
There ain't no spirits here. I already ate them. So, let me tell you something. Katakura Town, city of nightmares. Upon this cold and dusty day, your friend here brings you to a place not too far from where you currently are. She says, just between me and you, since I can talk to you properly without, getting hung, be careful around here, alright? There's good people living here. This is kind of the spiritual hub of the world, as I would call it, this little town in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I've certainly heard a lot about it, which is why I came here to fulfill my own curiosity. I've been to Japan before, but never to this part of town. Or part of the country, rather.
This little town's been through a lot. Anyways, she walks you down the street. Beautiful night. Katakura Town at night is beautiful. Especially the residential area. Old place. It reminds you of 1970s Japan. And she says something. She says, you like anime?
Oh, I don't watch it as much as I used to, but I mean, honestly, these days it's hard to avoid it in the wood, so I would say I watch it fairly decently, not as much as others.
She smiles, almost like finding something in common, and she says, oh, have you seen, there's this anime coming back that I'm really excited for. It's called Zombie Powder, alright? Some people in America call it Snipe. It's amazing. You gotta see it.
Well, you definitely caught my intrigue. I've always been interested in the tropes of the undead, which is why you often see me watching such shows or anime, or I would say I watch the paranormal hunter shows, but honestly, those are so painfully fake.
Oh, this is great. See, the author for it has been really fighting a long time to get a proper dub for and a proper dub and a proper editing and a proper show for the final season as well, because this anime has been super slow coming and the fans really want it back, and I'm so excited for it. It's made by this guy. His name is Taito Kubo, right? And he makes this amazing anime. It's great.
Octavia is kind of letting her just fangirl over this, and she just has a polite smile on her face, not one that she usually puts up an act for on her show. She looks calm with this. She likes listening to this ghost be so excited for something, especially something she never even considered ghosts would watch or be interested in. She just, well, it certainly has my it has my interest in it. I know a little bit of Japanese myself, but I am not the best. There's so much to learn. I just know enough to get by here, which is why I'm grateful that you're so easy to understand.
Do you speak English? She says in English.
She does speak English. Now I'm kind of wondering if she just doesn't she doesn't have an accent when she's speaking English, and she has a British accent when she's speaking Japanese. She somehow sounds really posh.
Always, no matter what.
She has this Valley Girl kind of tone, yeah, of course I speak English.
Yeah, she's from California.
Yeah, exactly.
Valley Girl, god.
I don't think I can. It's kind of sad I could do this accent better than I could do a Valley Girl one. But yeah, she starts speaking English. I'm trying to figure out how she would sound like in English. Just, I don't want it to be just my voice. But yeah. She's just well, of course I speak English.
Your voice is fine, personally. So
I know, but I'd like to have a different voice, so it's easier to tell when I'm in character and out of character. But yeah, true. She responds in English well, of course I know English. I'm from California, after all. She still has that gruff. She still has kind of the gruff voice to her that she had in Japanese.
She brings you to a gym. When I say a gym, it is a gym along the side of a small river in Katakura Town, near the western part of it. A little bit further north than her house is, and this place is you know what a wall store is in Japan?
I I have a feeling from like the name of it, but go ahead and explain it for me anyway.
Basically,
And
there's
for the
like
viewers, of course.
yes, of course. It's called a wall store is the best translation for it. It's basically like a massive. Think of it like a storefront, like something like think of it like it's hard to explain. Basically, it is a massive one long building with walls in between different stores, and those separate off like bars sometimes, or in this case a gym. And yeah, that is that's what this is. It's a gym as a wall store, and it's only like it's on the side of a river. It's only like a few feet wide. Good example for the viewers at home, if you guys have ever played Yakuza Like a Dragon, the bar that you visit frequently in the game for the main quest, where the bar is connected to a big building that's wired up to every other building, that bar is a wall store. It's like it's part of a one larger building.
Gotcha.
This is a wall store. Specifically, it's a gym. No windows. There's a glass doorway, but no windows, at least in front of the gym. And there's like a small store right next to it, which looks pretty run down. The place looks somewhat run down as is, and there's actually a person kind of like in a bathrobe. There's a person in a bathrobe, kind of with slippers on, kind of leaning against the door, kind of locking up the gym's door and taking a sip of what looks like chocolate coffee. And Hayori here raises a hand and says, "Hey, Sake, I got someone new for you to meet." And he looks up at you. This guy is the definition of a greaser. He's got slicked back hair. He's got like long sideburns. He's perfectly shaven underneath that, with maybe a little bit of hair around the chin. He looks like he's in his late 20s. He senses like you. He senses something similar to you, in fact. Very similar. And he looks up at you and says, "Who are you?"
Well, she switches back to her Japanese. She just assumes that that's the best route to go. She kind of like gives like a pretty confident grin. Just, well, I'm fairly well known, at least online. My name is Octavia. Though online, I'm known as 8.
He like looks around, like he's confused, and he says, "Are you hitting on me? What is this? I don't know."
I never heard of saying my name as being a sign of me flirting with anyone, but no, I am not hitting on you.
Okay, good. I'm a married man. Sorry, it's just you have a really weird posture to you. Oh, shit.
I get that.
You're a fullbringer.
But
Fuck.
what is a full ringer exactly? And now I'm only more intrigued that you reacted as such.
Hold on. "Hey," he says, looking to his right into the gym. "Hey, guys, there's another fullbringer out here. Get the hell out here." "Yeah, I know it's late. It's like 12 o'clock, but it's all right." No, you have to be social. I swear it." "Okay. Come on inside," he says, unlocking the door. He unlocks the door and pushes it open for you. Do you enter?
Octavia kind of looks to her friend and just looks at her just, what exactly have you gotten me into? I'm already getting strange vibes from this interaction.
Trust me, these are the best group of idiots you'll ever know. Except for my group of idiots, but I don't see them anymore. So, she walks in.
She's just like, she just kind of follows like, I literally only give him my name and he thinks I'm flirting with him. And makes her way in. Men, honestly.
Sake, come on, man. So,
you should roll on insight.
No, there's no need. So, you see a really colorful cast of characters here. This is a gym. This is like a 40-foot, 30-foot long room. There's a register on the left side. There's like stained old carpeting in here that looks like it's been here since like the 1980s. Or maybe later. Maybe probably like the early 2000s. There's like on the right side of this place is like a big glass wall leading to the river. You can like see the river outside, and the windows here go all the way to the ceiling. And in front of that are just rows and rows of gym equipment in this room. In the very back of the room, there's a doorway that says employees only. And on the left side of that, right next to that doorway, is another doorway that says employees only. And standing in this room is the weirdest group of people you've seen in your entire life. So, you have Sake. I described him before. But then you have a Chinese man who looks like he's 98 years old and buff. He's wearing no shirt right now. It looks like he just got out of the shower because his clothes are wet and his hair is wet. His hair's in like a really long ponytail. He's got like clear signs of like old age. Very old, but he's still fit. I would describe him like the Chinese guy from Grappler Baki. That guy?
Mm-hmm.
You've never seen that, have you?
Nope.
What the hell? You cut out for me.
Granddaddy. I was just saying nope.
No, okay. The next person next to him is a girl. It's probably in her early 20s. She's got like long blonde hair, and she is very, very beautiful. She's not busted at all. She has no like curved or features. She does have a couple curves, but not to an extreme extent. But she is very sort of
I kind
cutesy
of got
looking.
more of an androgynous kind of
Yeah.
figure.
Yeah, the only thing that really puts her out to be more feminine is the big, like, almost not Victorian style, but like a loose Victorian style dress she's wearing. She has long blonde hair and sort of bluish green eyes. Next person next to that is a big, huge dude. He's got like the hill giant build, basically. He has a massive gut and his arms are really strong. He's bald and he's in like a business suit right now. Like really like sloppy business suit. Looks like he just got back from somewhere. And Sake says, this is the group. There's one of us missing, but she's out right now. This old guy, that's Cone. The girl's Mary. Big dude at the end is Ko. They all nod in sync as Mary says, "It's nice to meet you. What's your name?"
Well, apparently if I say my real name, I'm considered to be flirting with them, so you can all just call me 8.
He's an asshole, don't worry about him, Mary says in response to that. He's just not very social.
Honestly, I'm quite used to it. I have quite a following that's we'll take the smallest things out of context from anything I do and assume I'm interested in them.
Oh, Mary says, almost chirping up and basically beaming at you with a smile. You're a Fullbringer. I just noticed. Ooh, another one. What can you do? What's your ability? Tell us.
Well,
She makes grabby hands.
like she kind of looks a little bit surprised and just like, well, I mean, this is the first time I even heard of a Fullbringer, but I suppose that one of my abilities is, and she does the same thing she did. She shows off one of her big meaty claws that she showed to the spirit before, and extends it out, making sure not to knock over anything in the process because this is a very big meaty claw.
Yes, indeed. So you grow these out. And Sake says, impressive. Combat-based, I assume. You can rip through a man pretty easily with that hand, I bet. Mary says, ooh, that's gotta hurt. And
Well, I can't say I have. She kind of pauses. I have some experience with that, but Yes. They are quite useful for self-defense.
That's really cool, Ko says, the bigger guy. Sorry, I just got back from work. I'm kind of a little bit out of it. And Cone, the older man, says, huh. You learn how to use them yet, or no?
In combat? Well, luckily I've not had much experience doing so, which is a little bit ironic. I was worried that my little friend here, apologies for calling you little, I don't mean anything by it, was going to be a little bit hostile when we first met. I did kind of intrude on her home.
I've been blessed!
Why? What?
The rabbit's here. No, come back! Oh.
Bless.
Meanwhile-
One give it and the blonde take it away.
The worst day of my life!
As like everybody's having this wholesome moment, we're meeting new characters that could be friends forever. Bubblegum's over here like, how do I get this rabbit out of the cage? The cage door is open. Just walk out. But Sake says, well, you gave us yours. We'll give you ours. Sake takes out his eyeball.
Oh.
He pops it out and says, with this little eye of mine here, I can copy anything I see, so long as it's not something too powerful. I can even sing like the greatest person on earth. Cone says...
Like when you said that,
Huh?
yeah, sorry, I was just gonna say, like when you said with this little eye of mine, I thought he was gonna start going, this little eye of mine, I'm gonna make it shine.
No. It's clearly a glass eye, though. It's a glass eye, but when he has it in his head, it looks around like it's a real eye. And he pushes it back into his skull. As Cohen says, I mainly specialize in martial arts, but mine's pretty combat-based. I'll show you one day. It's not appropriate to be used in here.
Well then, I'll be sure to make a note of that, I'm sure. I always love to see things that are not quite of the ordinary, at least for mortals.
Mary claps her hands together and says, I've got the power of what if. Give me a what if. Anything. Say anything. Just give me a what if.
Alright, what if the sky was red?
Oh my god, I knew you would say that. Out of character, I knew for a fact you would actually say that. I thought that in my head that, yeah, they're probably going to ask the sky to be red.
Look, I couldn't think of anything else to say.
Hold on, give me a sec.
Rapid attack!
Like, she's just gonna ask something simple. She's not gonna be like, what if my parents still loved me?
Oh my god! Jesus
She
Christ!
starts trauma dumping on them.
That's
That
worse
doesn't
than
sound like
Mythos
so-
asking for
I was
his
gonna say,
mom
that sounds
back.
like Mythos would do. Like, imagine someone just trying to show it off as a party trick and Mythos just being like, what if my parents still loved me? What if my mom was still alive? And they're just like, oh, this isn't fun
What if
anymore.
I knew who my dad was? What if I had feet?
Footless orphan.
Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm being assaulted by barks.
Okay, I was just assaulted by my rabbit. She came and
I
Grace
got it.
ran away, and then she came back and attacked my yard.
I mean, assaulted by nothing. I don't have any pets. And hopefully I might get one soon, but it won't be mine. But I could take care of it and cuddle with it.
Give you a rabbit. Wait, fuck, no I can't, I'm out of rabbits. I'm so used to saying that. I'm actually out of rabbits.
You know, I did talk to my parents about that, and they were like, maybe.
Why?
But,
They're
like,
the
not-
best mix between a dog and a cat. They're fucking amazing.
They never taken care of one.
Oh no, I've never taken care of one, so I'll never do it. Parents are wimp.
Well, good news is I don't remember if I told you this, Bubblegum, but my dad did get approved for a seeing eye dog, so hopefully in 6 months we'll be getting one.
I also have good news for you, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to go to Japan next year?
This kind of up in the air next year. I would have to like figure out things because chances are it'll be like
back
be
for
like before.
1 year. This was supposed to be my last year I went. The one I already went to with Archie, that's supposed to be my last one. But it turns out Archie is staying there for 1 more year, so I've got 1 more year to go.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll talk to my family about it. It'll probably be the same thing as last time, where like we go there and stop in Houston and see family.
My sincerest apologies about that. The dog gets freaked out when there's no one around.
Yeah, no worries. We were just talking about animals.
Back to the dead thing. So, well, you're not dead. Well, not yet, but one of you is. So,
yeah.
Yeah, you're dead. You died. Well, sadly not again, but we got close this session. We made progress.
I'm first time dead.
Yeah, first time. Although, to be fair,
So
I've
far.
had players die about 4 times in the campaign before.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I've had players die about 4 times. I had a character named Yachiru who died about 4 times. It was hilarious the last time. Oh, that was so funny. Anyways, so here's what's up. Mary says, "What if the sky was red?" She says, tilting her head to the side, and the sky turns red.
Will we see it from the inside?
Yes. Because there's windows.
Kelly, I'm gonna message you something very quick.
Oh no. So she just kind of looks aside like, interesting. And how long does that last?
6 seconds, Mary says as it disappears 6 seconds later. I can make it last for a minute if I really try, though.
It isn't like you both have very interesting abilities.
Yeah, watch this, she says with a smile. What if Sake was a genuine person? What Sake says is suddenly he seizures up a little bit and he says, "Listen, I'm so sorry for that misunderstanding at the door. I'm just really sad recently, and I don't have very many social skills, so you have my sincerest apologies, miss. You seem like a beautiful and amazing woman who doesn't need any problems. God damn it, Mary."
She's just like, I prefer that version better. It's a shame it's a what if.
Yes, Mary says. And Ko here says, "I got this thing." He rips off his shirt, and there's a giant mouth on his stomach.
Oh.
And I'm assuming you can eat anything that fits in there.
Pretty much, and vomit it back up as beams of energy that come out of my eyes, mouth, and stomach mouth.
I really don't think you were going to say stomach mouth. I thought you were going to say in my ass.
No.
I thought you were gonna say nose, but you were like
No.
hesitating on it because it sounds gross.
No. Eyes, mouth, and stomach mouth. That's it. That's
Okay,
it. That's
but
all you can do.
imagine the trauma someone will go through getting hit by something coming out of someone's butt.
Yeah, sure, you have a point there, but he can't do that unless Mary's involved. So, he says, "Ugh. Oh, damn, I hate this suit. Yeah, this right here, it absorbs energy."
Hi, Moya.
Oh, is Moya in your stream too?
No, just in yours. I have them both up.
That's my bae.
That's my bae.
That's my
Goddamn.
girlfriend. That's my bae.
Where was I? Oh, yeah, stomach mouth thing. He says, "Oh, this big boy can absorb anything you put into it. Watch," he says, reaching into his coat and pulling out a rock and shoving it in there. It chews ravenously through it with its all flat teeth. Keep in mind, this thing is about as big as his stomach. It goes from one hip to the other. And this thing eats it. And he creates a light bulb. Almost like a light bulb. It creates a small spark of energy on his thumb. And he says, "See? The energy of that rock went straight into me."
Fascinating. And what about people? Like, out of more of curiosity than anything.
What'd you say? You cut out what?
What about people? Just out of morbid curiosity.
What do you mean? Sake says.
Like, are you able to eat people as well, or
What is it? You keep cutting out. What?
are you able to eat people as well?
Oh, yeah, he says. If I want to, yeah. Why, you a part of a crime family?
Oh no, I was just, as I said, it's just for my own morbid curiosity. My I guess you could say I have a creative, a creative mind. I suppose I should be a little bit concerned if that was
So,
my first question.
Go here kind of taps his fingers together and he says, so Mr. Hattenclog sent ya for us? Are you no member of the team, or did you just kind of meet by accident?
Oh, it was certainly an accident. I honestly was not expecting to meet my little friend here, who I believe you still haven't given me a name. So I'm just gonna keep calling you my friend here.
She sighs. I'm not little. Damn it.
Oh, I
This is...
don't.
Hmm?
I don't
What?
mean anything by it.
You're lucky I had to take anger management. Um, the name's Hayori. Just call me Hayori.
Well, a pleasure to officially, make your introductions and Maori.
You know what? That works.
Did I say that wrong?
It's Hayori.
Oh, okay. That I heard Maori.
Mayori.
That's a name.
That's a different character. That's a different character. And he says, Sake says, damn it, you didn't come here from the hat. I thought you did. I thought we had a new roommate, guys? Cohen says, yeah, it needs a bit more of a feminine touch in here. Mary's, causes issues with her power a lot more than she fixes things. God, Mary says, you make the rat the size of a table one time, and suddenly no one forgives you for it. It was a way to get it out of the house. It died. Jeez.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say. I mean, I would say I have a feminine touch, but I'm not exactly someone who cleans up after other messes. Rather, I have other people clean up my own sometimes.
Butlers?
Oh, no. Let's just say I have people willing to do my bidding. She says a little bit casually. I have quite a influence online. She says with a silence.
Well, that works, Sake says, nodding. I suppose it's nice to have people like that. After all, I mean, you never know. Anyways, we were all thinking about going out for a drink at this bar nearby. Real nice place. You want to come with us? Get to know you a bit better?
Oh, I certainly won't say no, but is it something I could be able to drink, or?
Oh, we're not like Hayori here. We're not hungry ghosts. She's a hungry she's kind of a hungry ghost. We're just humans.
Well, I certainly want to know exactly what it is like Worldbringers are. I mean, it seems like it would answer a lot of questions I've had about the way I am.
It's kind of like living two lives. You got your spiritual life and you got your human life. In your spiritual life, things are usually pretty tense and pretty awkward. In your human life, you usually get bored of it pretty quick.
So you just sort of live in the middle.
Yeah, there's got to be
Not
a
quite
balance.
one or the other. I see.
Yeah. Where you come from, anyhow? America, I assume. Or maybe London, like Mary here?
Oh, I'm from America, yeah.
Cone tilts his head. Mary says, you speak English, she says in English. Perfect, now we can hide it from everybody else here. I fucking hate these people.
Well, I definitely get that very well myself. She says in her English language.
They're nice people, though. But they just don't appreciate my abilities enough. Don't
Well,
appreciate.
I mean, I could say the same thing. A lot of times, people think I'm a little bit intense. Uh, but that's why I prefer spending a lot of my socializing online, where they actually appreciate me for me.
Mary has found a friend today. She says, I know, it's so difficult. It's kind of worrisome, though. And Sake says, in the most broken English you've ever heard in your life, I can understand you bastards.
And Jamie kind of switches back, trying not to laugh because he's still learning a language. It's hard. She knows that the only reason she could sound so proper from learning Japanese is because it's too proper. Like when she doesn't understand slang and stuff as easily because she's going by the book. So she's trying not to laugh at him because he's trying. She probably doesn't always sound the best either. Well, we weren't saying anything insulting. It's just if anything, you all are more the type I'm likely to hang out with in person. You all aren't. And she kind of realizes she still has her hand, still kind of her big meaty claw out. She just kind of shakes it to get rid of it. Just, well, you all aren't disturbed by me or think I'm too intense. So I appreciate that. I don't consider you all to be the kind of humans I despise being around.
You're gonna have to, at that point, someone walks in. The last character we'll introduce for today, because after this conversation, we do gotta wrap up. Because I'm assuming
Yeah.
you guys gotta go in a bit.
Yep.
Alright. At that point, someone walks in. A semi-feminine voice says, Sake, you goddamn bastard, I'm gonna strangle you with your own intestines. This shit was the worst you've ever sold me. Where the hell did you get this from? Says a woman walking through the front door. Oh shit, Sake says. Listen, he holds up his hand. Listen, it was just part of a cargo shipment. You see a very odd woman. Not even a woman, she's like somewhere around her early 20s, seemingly probably the same age as Mary here. And by the way, as far as age goes, I didn't explain this before. Ko looks like he's in his late 30s. The big dude with the mouth.
Okay.
He looks like he's in his late 30s. And a woman with long semi-purple hair. She's got a hoodie on, a hoodie, and a PSP in one hand, which is at this point an ancient device. She's got darker skin. She has her hair in a ponytail. She's got a very fit and lean body. And Sake says, listen, Simaru, it's what they had on hand, alright? It's what they delivered, so you need to live with it. We got a new friend here, eh? Can we not mess this up right now?
Oh no, I'm quite intrigued by the interaction, so you can continue scolding him.
A Fullbringer, she says, looking at you, squinting. Yeah, wait, no, you're a Fullbringer. Yeah, I thought you were something else for a second. Another one? What is this? Whatever, I'm too angry right now. Sake, you goddamn bastard. What is wrong with you? We both know we need quality materials here to cook anything. But what are you stealing? Junk. That's what you're stealing. You're stealing junk. I fucking hate you sometimes. She says, getting somewhat angry. Hey, Sake says, lifting up his hands. I know what'll make it up to you. How about I take you down to the store and buy you a brand new copy of whatever the most recent Modern Warfare is? DLC included, he says, raising up a finger. Fine, Simaru says, immediately convinced. But you owe me it. Anyways, who are you? She says, looking over at you.
You can go ahead and call me 8. And I am only just figuring out that I'm what you call a full bringer.
Huh? New blood. Nice to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you as well. Uh, you all seem like a very interesting group, and I've already learned quite a lot. It's answered a lot of questions of things that have happened.
My name is, she says, putting her PSP away and, like, fully, like, pulling down the hood. The name is, Simaru Shahoan.
A pleasure to meet you, and I'm assuming you're like the others as well.
Nah. Anyways, she holds out her hand. You notice something? She's missing her ring finger. And now that you got a closer look, she's missing her ring finger and a couple teeth.
Oof.
But not like they were
Just a silent oof.
not like they were removed, almost like they never grew there in the first place.
Yeah, Octavia doesn't draw attention to it, and she goes to reach out and shake her hand, like, just pleasure to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you all very well. We were about to go and have some drinks if you would like to join us.
You know, if you guys go out and drink, you're gonna draw Ishin to you, right? That's fine, Sake says.
Ishin?
He's a drunk that lives nearby, Simaru says. A no good drunk, so he's always looking for fish and drinks.
I see. There's always one.
Anyways, that sounds good, Simaru says. I gotta get away from my mother. She's running the other two pretty hard right now. And the last thing I want to do is go back to that damn psychopath, cane-wielding idiot. So that sounds good. Let's go, she says, pointing behind her, as I'll end the session there. So,
Oh, that was fun.
what did you all think? Did you think it was terrible? Did you like it?
It was fun.
I liked it.
I murdered
Yeah,
people.
no. Yeah, we had two very different interactions. I thought it was hilarious. And
You made so many friends. You found a fucking family, and I murdered a family.
You made one friend.
No, two.
Friends.
Two friends.
Two friends, yeah.
A whole two friends. That's more than I thought I would have.
I've had two friends. Meanwhile, V over here. I think I just met a group of misfits in a gym.
Like, oh my god, my family. But like, I don't know. I don't remember what it was that gave me the idea. I don't know if it's something I should bring up, but well, I mean, we did talk about backstories and stuff. We made them all here. So like one of the things in Via's backstory was that she was adopted. She lost her bio parents, but she was adopted by a new family. But then something tragic happened. That her remaining family basically cut contact with her. And another thing that was in her backstory as well was that her adopted father died. So it was her adopted mom who cut contact with her over something heinous that she did and stuff. And I eventually finally got an idea of what I was thinking for it. I'm thinking that because she didn't know she was a Fullbringer, she didn't have control of her abilities, and she accidentally sprouted her claws and killed her adopted dad. And her biological mom kicked her out for it. So yeah, finally got that tragic story like figured out. So that'll be interesting. Which I think is funny because I imagine she deals with a lot of guilt about it. I imagine she doesn't like. I imagine I'm like what question I would have asked them was like, how'd you guys find out these abilities? And, like just to figure out how they learned. But I feel like Octavia would actively avoid that question because they might be like, well, how did you get and find out about your abilities? And Octavia's just, well, we're not gonna talk about that.
We're not gonna talk about that. Yeah, I see everybody might have family issues. All right, everybody. There isn't anything for us else to go over tonight, so that'll be the end of the stream. This is a pretty slow campaign, like I said, but hey, Anybody out there listening to this on anyone else's channel, do whatever you do. Like, subscribe, follow everyone else, because we're going to be doing this for about 2 years, and we might do a My Hero campaign after this, depending on what the others vote on. We will get another player next session, hopefully. So, if you're looking forward to this and you want to see more of it, you know where to come to.